7 days. Ooh, do you like scary games? Welcome to the Bad Game Hall of Fame stream. Welcome, Sharky. Welcome, viewers. So, dusting off a classic today. This may or may not be, I think, one of the better articles on the Bad Game Hall of Fame website. I think this is the definitive article on the entire internet on the history of the Ring's Terrors realm. Is something I penned, and I figured it's Halloween, it's Halloween season, it's October. Dust it off for the stream, why don't I? Coast off my knowledge of this 30,000, 40,000 something word article to get us through this stream today. What's your familiarity with the Ring Terrors realm, or the larger Ring franchise in general, my friend Sharky?
The Ring Terrors realm is a game that I read an article about a year ago. I was slightly familiar with the fact this game existed prior to that, but I never played it myself. The Ring itself, as a franchise, I saw the American movie when that came out. I loved that movie. It's probably inspired, like, a lot of things in my own creative output. I did see the original Japanese sometime after that, and I've never seen any of like the sequels on either side of the ocean, but it's a series that I love going to like Wikipedia and reading about the movies and the books and all the other media like every now and then, just to remind myself like just the wild places that plot ends up going across everything.
Sure. I think that's a pretty informed place to be. So I know literally everything about the fucking Ring. I consumed every piece of fucking Ring media in preparation for that article. I read the books. I watched the movies up to a certain point.
To a certain point.
Yeah, I didn't bother with movies that came out past the game. I think I watched maybe like a couple of the ones afterwards, but...
So you didn't see The Ring versus The Grudge? Whatever that movie was
called?
No,
I saw enough footage of that, of Sadako versus whoever the lady from The Grudge. Grudge Lady.
That's the part I can't remember.
Yeah. So... Needless to say, I know a couple things about this game, about the franchise in general. We'll be covering a fair bit of that as we go through this whole game. But just some information up front, this game is developed by one Tycoon Gameworks. I said Gamesworks, that's what makes sense when I say it out loud, but Tycoon Gameworks, which was a studio under Asmik, the media conglomerate now known as like Asmik Ace in Japan, who owned The Ring as a franchise, who were part of the Film Trust, the Ring Film Trust Group, which was a conglomeration of conglomerates that all had a stake in it. And being the film production end, they also had a game division at Asmik. Naturally, they made a game, but this game was not intended, originally, as a Ring game. And this is the thing that everyone gets wrong on the internet, and that I was the first person to break the story on, that this game was originally going to be original IP, original debut, sort of, IP debut by Tycoon Gameworks, and when the movie Ringu in Japan hit big in '98, they kind of had to pivot. They kind of said, well, we need a Ring game as soon as possible. What do you have in the works? Do you have anything survival horror in the works that we can just change to be a Ring game? And that's what this is. So, for everyone who has ever said that, like, people who've complained about this game not following the plot of the books, and then being corrected by people saying, no, actually it's based on the third book. No, you're wrong. You're incorrect. You've been parroting misinformation. It is based in the loosest of ways.
Yeah, it's at a scant related to the third book, kinda, sorta, a little bit.
Again, we'll get more into that in time as some of those plot threads start to pop up. That is the Tycoon Gameworks logo. No, that might be Asmik.
Also,
no, that's Asmik.
There's Asmik. Asmik, makers of... Oh, God, what was it called? Like, Boomer's Adventure in Asmik World?
Yes.
Is that it?
It's not too bad, even as a prototype. The force of Sadako Yamamura.
The force of Sadako Yamamura?
Well,
Sadako?
it's unlikely to be a homicide case. We'll get to the bottom of this.
What are you talking about, Chief?
Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to do it that way.
I'm Meg.
I really don't want to say
Please, you
anything
have to
silly.
help me.
There's only a few voice-over
cutscenes.
cutscenes in this game. Most of it, we're going to have to be reading some dialogue. But this is the Ring Terror's realm. You know, because it says the ring on the screen, so it has to be tied into the ring, you would think. Alright, brace yourselves. If you've not heard this menu before, if you've not heard the confirm option on menus... Persploit? Wait, can we get that again in case people didn't hear it? I just want to...
Yeah, one second.
Thank you. Glad I put that on the soundboard, so we can have access to that at all times. You see, these are different splat.waves playing here. We're gonna keep this on camera type B for this playthrough. Type D is a first person. It turns this game first person.
Ooh. Now, we might have to see that briefly.
We can possibly come back to some of these. Type C is a behind the back camera, and then Type A and B are variations on fixed camera. Fixed camera is the way this game is meant to be played, for whatever that's worth.
Is this a tank control game, or...?
Yes. Now, we're gonna start a new game, and we are gonna get another voiced cutscene. So, and this is a choice one.
Yes,
So,
I'm gonna not talk during it.
and I will
sure.
try my best to stifle my laughter.
Well, I got a mute button, so...
Hello?
Meg?
Robert, you get the job?
Yeah, I'll be working with you starting tomorrow, so I guess I'll be seeing you soon.
Really? That's great. So why don't we go out for a celebratory drink?
Okay. I'll get ready.
Promise?
Promise. Bye for now. Well, who the hell does she think she is? She hasn't any idea of how important this project is. But Sadako...
Oh, Robert. He didn't sound so pleased, even though it's been quite a while since we spoke. He's absolutely Mr. Thickhead, even on my last birthday. Well, today's the day. He has to make up for it.
I'm expecting that's the jump scare, that screamer, that old screamer as the car goes along the road and the ghost just pops
Yeah.
up.
This is all an elaborate coffee commercial.
Robert?
Yeah, and I think we're just gonna have to do it that way. And that's just it. Hey! Hey, miss. No, I'm sorry, you can't come in here. You're gonna have to get out of here. Or do you live here?
What's happened, officer?
What's happened, officer? No,
Watch out.
I'm asking you a
Watch your
question.
backs.
Do you live here? Hello? Miss?
Watch out!
Robert?
Hello? Hey. Hey, stop, lady.
No, I can't believe it's Robert. No.
You okay, lady?
This is a present from me to you.
Thank you for the song.
Meg, what's going on over there? Like, hey man, what's happening here?
Now, hold on a moment, sir.
I know the two of them. They're friends. What happened? I don't believe this.
I see.
Oh, Meg.
Could you explain your relationship to either her or the victim?
Yeah, I know the two of them. They're both my friends.
Well, one of them was your friend.
And this is Robert's girlfriend, Meg.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm
What
sorry.
happened to Robert?
Actually, we don't yet exactly know what happened to him this evening.
You don't know? Isn't this a murder? Okay.
It's unlikely to be a homicide case.
Not a murder? Then what's that? Did you see his face? What's happened? Oh my god.
Well, we'll get to the bottom of this.
I'm still alive. I'll work for this company without you, Robert. I shouldn't mourn your death forever. Right.
Oh boy. It always
It's real good.
hits.
It's real good to see a voiceover project, project call on the forum come to fruition and actually take off.
Community voice acting effort.
Yeah, I was laughing so much. Trust me.
You should have done mute. Who gives a fuck, right?
No, I wanted everyone else. I know that how the ducking works. I wanted everyone to hear that.
Fair enough. So this is my room starting today. It's a weird feeling.
Fucking this music.
Wow. Yeah, get ready to have this sear into your fucking brain. No good comes from moping around all the time. Music a bit loud. Is it louder than our, is it ducking properly? Because I can drop this a little bit if need be. I'll drop it 6 decibels. No good comes from moping around all the time. I have to do my best.
It was definitely loud on my end, and I don't even have it up all the way to 100%, so... But there's just ducking, but it's quite loud when we're not talking.
I'll also let this phone ring while I lower it even a little bit more. Another couple decibels. There's not gonna be any voice acting to miss out on here for a while, so... Man, this phone goes for a while. They really let you, let this one lay on the line. We should probably pick it up.
Hey, it's Jack. You settled in now?
Jack is the British fella from the cutscene we just saw.
Oh, I can't do a British accent. Sorry.
Yes, today is my first day. I'm sorry to make you worry so much. Don't worry about it. I know you're going through tough times, and I'm like this. No, at times like this, it's easier to be worried about others.
Wait, did they switch? Who's saying what?
What
was that conversation?
Get ready for more confusing conversations. Get ready for a lot of things. Sid asking, Beamslash asking, can Jack's voice actor do a British accent? It remains to be seen. Oh yeah, by the way, did you look at Robert's computer? Computer? See his laptop here. Something the matter with it? No, actually, I heard a slightly strange story. A strange story? Yeah.
Yeah, he died. That's wild.
Oh, you were there. Whoopsies. At the same time in the same way as Robert did. Same time? In the same way? Yeah, that's what I just said, Meg! Never seen anyone die like that. Clearly they haven't seen The Ring. The movie. What does that have to do with this computer? Yeah, about the computer. Both of them were found dead in front of their computers.
You should turn on Falkafit, see what happens.
Yeah, log in. Check his emails for me. Some of these dialogues automatically go. So maybe we won't read all the dialogue. I'll just read any choice bits that pop up. Yeah, Ring. The police thought it was suspicious. Tried to analyze it, but no matter what they did, it wouldn't boot. So they have an anti-cop measure in this program. It's a very sophisticated algorithm. I'm gonna check Moby Games, see what they say about Ring on there.
There's probably been some info about it set to go through forever, but they're dragging their ass on.
Yeah, the approval
actually
queue
verifying
is,
it. Yeah,
it's backed up a little bit, maybe by a couple years. I would understand if it was a virus in CDC, but from a computer, computer viruses, real life viruses. In case you forgot this from 5 seconds ago or 10 seconds ago, Meg would not be fine. This is to spoil things.
It says, not sure why I tuned in expecting anything other than the one song in this game to be playing.
I'm sure Robert's happy about that. I mean, I guess in, cosmic sense. So we're starting this job at the CDC, but there's a fuck-up in the cutscene that played, because the idea was that Robert was joining the CDC, implying that Meg was already there. He's like, we're gonna start working together starting, tomorrow. Don't mind me, I'm just jumping for joy. I'm so excited to finally be playing this game again.
I work at the CDC! Yay!
Chief told me to stay in my room.
Grounded.
Nothing here. Alright, enough waffling about.
There's no issues going on, right? Not yet here?
No.
So why did the chief say, like, alright, here's your first day on the job, stay in your room?
This is silly, but it makes me wonder.
So this thing did what? Kill my husband? Oh, wait a minute.
The reason why Robert died might be hidden inside this. I'm gonna try. Converting. Conversion complete. This is one of those fancy VR games. One of those you don't even need a headset for it, so it's really impressive. Even more impressive, it was running on like a 1998 laptop, but...
Like, front and center, the life pickup.
They don't want you to miss it. They don't want you to miss that there's items in the environment to pick up.
It's an unobtrusive tutorial right there.
Welcome to Web 2.0. Whoop Fun Whoop said this is Internet too. What are you doing? What I'm doing? I'm booting up this computer. What are you saying? Well, in this situation we're in, I can understand you getting confused. Ditzy broad. Situation, making me wear this and all. Where in the world is this? This place? This is our battlefield against them. Them? Both these people come from the Solid Snake's school of asking questions, answering questions with more questions.
What are you saying? What am I saying?
Anyway, we have no time for this. One of them has snuck in here. I'll check the first floor, you go check the second.
Second? God damn it.
Floor?
I was gonna joke.
Check? Duh? Enough of this already! Is that a gun you're holding? Is that gun you're holding a fake? Quit yakking and go kill them off. If you're too slow, they'll get you. Kill them, but you're the one that made me hold it. No, we came out the tube holding the gun. There's no way I can use it without learning how. I'm appalled that someone would stand here without knowing how to use a gun. You make me
That's what
sick.
they always say in the. That's what they always say in the South.
Are you with the informatics department? Well, alright, here's a quick rundown. Keep your ears open. First, try pressing the L trigger. You keep the flashlight on, they'll find you immediately. I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure if this mechanic is actually implemented where keeping the light on actually gets the attention of monsters. And bear in mind, I've played this game, I've beaten this game like a dozen times, and I still don't know whether a mechanic in the game that they outline in the tutorial is actually accurate or not. Only targets with a flashlight. That's the real thing with the flashlight, is that if you have the flashlight and the handgun equipped at the same time, then it will do the auto-targeting thing. Okay. But only with the pistol. They make me aim away from him.
Cowards.
Yeah, that's it. That gun is a laser sight, so it should be easy to tell where you're aiming. Be careful, some weapons don't have sights. Next, equipping weapons. The status... Well, I don't need to read this shit out loud. You know your own body the best, they say, when about checking your health meter.
You know, this is what every streamer says. You don't have to read the tutorial, and then they get stuck because they don't know what they're doing. It's not like you wrote 40,000 words on this game.
Steyr M40, made by Steyr in America. High accuracy and safe for any user. Well, I don't know if any gun's really safe for anyone. It's... Can I just delete? I probably could. They would probably let me do that. It's probably a bad idea. Oh!
Y button does something.
Alright, those are the basic controls. Anything else you need to learn on your own? You want to go over that again? Yes, please. No. Check out the second floor. Be very careful! Alright. Pick this up. Healing jelly.
Chekhov's healing jelly, finally collected.
There are other capsules here. I want to go back in. Plug me back in, coach. I came out of here. And a setting like in all those movies... What movies would have had, like, tubes? Like...
You know, all those movies.
You know, those movies. Especially the ones published by Asmic Ace. Anything in here? No.
Must Love Dogs, You've Got Mail, all those movies.
So, you know, survival horror. Controls as a survival horror game would.
Anyway, so much... forget the intro. This is a game now.
Wait, hold on. I spy with my little eye. Let me interact with it.
Imagine if Resident Evil just started with, like, you working as an accountant, and then it just hard cuts to the mansion.
What is
You're like,
this?
I'm doing this now.
There aren't any enemies here. This is stupid. Hello, sir. That's the enemy? He wants me to kill that? He's reckless. I have to do it, I guess.
Time to murder.
At least it's very clear when they actually die, because of that sound effect that plays. So yeah, that's one type of enemy. I forget what they're called. I have them named in the article, but don't ask me to remember like the actual like technical names. They're not mentioned in game at any point. But you know, the monkey men from The Ring. You know, those. I defeat the enemy upstairs, but now how do I... What? My body? I feel ill. You okay, lady? Hey, what's wrong? Hey!
I believe you call the enemy Huge Monkey.
there's a word for it beyond that.
Listen, it's a long article. I'm control Fing as hard as I can.
That's an all-night gaming binge. That's me after I finish streaming.
Vacant smile.
Always. Oh, I was passed out? Program. What was that about, Ring? It's just a game!
Alright. Look, lady. You know, maybe she's not a gamer, but I think even someone who's never played a video game would understand that playing a video game does not involve astrally projecting into a new plane of existence. Like, you don't become Mario.
Not
right?
yet.
But even someone who doesn't know anything about games shouldn't experience that. Go like, oh, that was a video game. Okay.
If I put off this phone call, maybe we won't get cursed. We just never answer a phone ever again. Sadako can't curse us. I guess the game won't go forward. Jack, sheesh, I have to give him a piece of my mind. By the way, I did bring 2 beers down. I'm trying out Voodoo Rangers for the first time, so feel free to redeem in the chat, in the points.
Hello, what? Hello, 1-800-COLLECT, incoming call from last name Days, first name 7. Do you accept the charges?
Well, that's no good. 7 more days. Only 7 more days. So bear this in mind. Power outage, a crank call on a weird program. 7 more days? I'm gonna die in 7 days? You have got to be kidding me. Well, time to jump for joy again. I want to tell Jack something. Oh well. Why can't you? The power's back on. That's why I go back in the game again. Nothing's happening.
This feels like maybe one of the worst protagonists you could have.
Oh no!
For a horror game.
She is. How do I put this delicately? Meg is as dumb as a bag of like bricks. She is maybe like the dumbest protagonist in all of video games. It takes her forever to accept what is happening when things start to happen in this game.
She would be the worst at improv. She does not know how to yes and
No.
anything.
She'd be the first person to die in any given horror movie. Excuse me.
You were told to stay in your room.
Are you Meg? Hello, Chris. I'm Meg. Meg Rainman. It is a pleasure to meet you. You don't have to be so formal. My pleasure to meet you. So, a thing about this, I'm gonna... Look, okay. This script was originally written in Japanese and translated to English, and it's maybe not the best translation. And there's definitely bits of it that, like, make more sense in the Japanese script. I had someone who commented on the article back in the day who, like, compared and contrasted some of the Japanese prompts with some of the more questionable English prompts here in the dialogue. And, you know, a big thing about this that everyone's going to comment on is how formal Meg is. What that means to say is that Meg speaks very, like, formally Japanese. She, like, does, like, all of, like, the things you would do in Japanese as far as, like, greetings and, like, social niceties and stuff. But everyone else in this game is American. I mean, Meg's also American, but for whatever reason, she's adopted these, like, you know, speech patterns. So everyone is, like, super, like, weirded out by the way she talks. Everyone talks way more casual. And that's something that is completely lost in translation here. God, that face.
There's someone in chat just said, that face is a mood. No, this face is a mood.
Hee, you're acting so formal. Well then, this way.
That face is, I just got back from the dentist and it hasn't worn off yet.
Meg after dentist. Did you ever keep up with the David after dentist kid? They got real desperate for YouTube views at a certain point, reenacting the video like a dozen times over, like 10 years after the fact. So it's just like a couple teenagers being filmed by their dad and being like, Charlie bit my finger again. Like,
did they get the NFTs? I bet they got the NFTs.
Right? 2 steps forward. Nice to meet you, Chief. I'm Meg Rainman. Sorry I was late. I meant your service is starting today. Oh, thanks for coming. I'm looking forward to your work. Give me a hug. I'm sorry we caused you so much trouble with this case. You know, Robert dying is a real drag. What are you saying? We were the ones who serviced. By Robert.
Oh.
It was a shame to end up that way.
Serviced by Robert? You want to rephrase that one?
I love how casual he's sitting. This guy is going to be one of our favorite characters by the end of this.
He's a cool boss, you know? He can relate. He sits backwards on his top of his desk.
Yes, I heard that they all passed away at the exact same time. We should probably investigate this, you know, being the CDC and all, the Center for Disease Control. In such an accident, there's a high chance that it was a virus. I assume so. This is the CDC, after all.
Where people famously die of viruses constantly.
The best facility for public disease.
Diseases in the public world.
Yes. Trying to figure out the cause of death. The executives are fretful. They want to make an explanation ASAP.
Von Whoop says, pondering dragging my piano to the desk to figure out this chord. You'll have time.
They've prohibited us from leaving the facilities. They said evacuation. I think they meant to say lockdown. Like quarantine is what they meant to say, but they didn't have the word for it. Prohibited us from leaving. That means... Well, you could say we have been quarantined. Okay, there we go.
Well, there you go.
Impossible! Sorry about this happening on your first day. It's not that unusual for this facility, though. We're always letting viruses leak out.
Yeah. Sorry this happened on your first day and only 3 days from retirement.
Alright, I understand. Fortunately, you are free to roam in the facility. Have a look around the place. I mean, you work here, after all. Right now, we're checking for virus leakage from the basement, so you can only see the second floor. Alright. Then, Chris? Yes?
Viruses cannot climb stairs, so we're
That's
good.
true. That is one thing we know about this virus that we've not been able to lock down yet. It's that it has no upward mobility. Yes, I will be careful. Go look around the facility. That's an order.
Remember, evacuate the building. Stay inside. You're quarantined.
Wait, hold on. I didn't get everything I wanted to get out of that conversation. Let's go back in.
And he hurriedly puts on his mask, realizing that he's the virus in disguise.
What's wrong? Do you have something to say? No, I don't have anything in particular to say. I see. Then can you get out of the room? I'm busy right now, you know? Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't sure which room to go to. I apologize, excuse me. Yeah, I thought the door I just walked out of, maybe that was where I was supposed to check out. I lose track of time and space.
I have no object permanence. I just realized this would be such a better Scooby-Doo game.
Oh man, that would be. Let's do some of the revelations later down the line.
So you watched all the Ring media almost all the Ring media for this article.
Yes.
Did you ever watch back in the day, like when it was newer, especially like the American version?
Oh, like did I watch it like when it was contemporary, you mean?
Yeah. Do you have a history of the Ring?
I definitely saw it. Like on VHS or DVD.
VHS, that's a bad idea.
Yeah, you know, I wasn't fully warned going in. I see, painkillers. I have no need for it. You can collect some of these jellies in the office. This one doesn't open without a key. Let's take a quick look at our inventory. Yeah, we got these healing jellies, but
healing on its own sounds fine. Jelly on its own sounds fine. Healing jelly just sounds kind of repulsive.
You just rub it all over the wound, I guess, or... Oh, my, here's a new face. I see. Are you Meg? Meg Rainman, nice to meet you. Today's my first day. I hope to do well. Yeah, however, you shouldn't look around someone's room while he's in the room. Do you want us to look around when you're not in the room? Do you want us to just, like, file through, like, sneak through your shit, or...?
Yes, it's more fun that way. I get to wonder what you've been through.
I'm
like
sorry.
A mystery.
It's a bad habit. I'll be careful from now on. I've heard a lot about you from Roberts. All I can say about Robert is that it was unfortunate. I hope we can figure out the reason soon. I agree. I'd like to know why my boyfriend died. Oh yeah, the chief is helping us.
He died? I'm just talking about him in general.
Yeah,
he's very unfortunate. I hope I can figure out what's wrong with him.
The chief is helping us in trying to find the cause, so I'm sure we will know in due time. You can ask me if you're unsure of anything. Yes, thank you very much. Now, if you'll excuse me.
You're the one who walked in here.
And I'm just making sure to check everything.
So, I have a story about The Ring.
Please share. Please do tell.
Watching that movie I was definitely in high school. So, as a teenager, I was very, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, cool. But I very much believed in, like, the supernatural and in ghosts and stuff.
Oh, a kook.
I was a very much...
Yeah. No, that's
I was very much... I was very much like a scaredy cat with that stuff in regards to IRL. But I saw The Ring. I loved the movie. But I was like, man, you fucked up. This is such a fucked up thing to happen, right? Like 7 days later, get killed by a ghost and know that's hanging over you. Yeah. So anyway, 7 days after I saw the movie, to the day,
you died.
I was in the study. I was working on the computer, and the door just slowly opened on its own. It was like, huh. No one out there. And I look, and I'm like, all right. I close the door. I go back to my seat. The door slowly opens again. I'm like, nah, fuck this. I'm going to my room. So I go into the hallway to go to my room, and from downstairs, I hear loud television static. Coming from the TV, naturally, but just loud static, and I kind of freeze up. And I run to my room, slam the door shut. And I get a flashlight because it's fucking dark, and my ceiling lamp doesn't work. And I turn it on, and the light on the flashlight is just worn out enough that it's getting faint, but the brightest part of it shining on the wall was the outer ring of the light itself. And man, that night sucked.
Oh, you don't say! And then Sadako came out the TV and she's like, do you have any milk? Do you have any sugar I could borrow? I'm cooking here.
Yeah.
I hate to be a nosy neighbor, but...
I don't think I died. I don't think that's how that night ended.
This is your Tartarus.
But...
This is your purgatory. He's having to play these games with
Yeah.
me. So there's this file here. There's a few files in the game, because, you know, Resident Evil. I heard the security guard suddenly died. It's true I haven't seen him around lately. There is one rumor that bothers me the most. One rumor was that he died because he saw a strange 8mm film. I found a strange 8mm film in the reference room drawer and watched it, but it can't be that.
Why the fuck not?
But can it be that was it? But can it be that was it? Afterwards, I felt bad from a prank call going off screen. No, but you can't kill someone with a movie. I showed Robert Strip the 8mm film, but all that resulted was Robert enjoying it for some reason. Sicko. He likes horror movies, but he sure has weird tastes. I don't know why watching that footage makes him happy. I didn't feel like writing this diary, but I felt I had to. It's rather strange. I feel a little at ease now. I guess diaries are good once in a while. This game is just a psyop by Big Diary to get people writing, and...
That's the lesson to take away from this game, is it's good to have a diary.
And the people who watch horror movies are strange. Anyway, go see The Ring in theaters. Or actually, this came out when Ring Zero was in theaters, which was the, based on the prequel books. It's a thing. There's nobody around? So careless.
How many Ring movies came out in America? At least 2.
At least 3 or 4. At least 3.
I mean, so specifically based on the American canon, with the Samara instead of Sadako.
Beam Splash and chat saying, itchy bit, and I guess you could say it's tasty, I might suppose. I can't enter the control room. That was obvious. Yeah, you think? Back in the little girl's room, there might be some items in here, who knows?
Anyway, considering that night, I don't know why I stopped believing in ghosts, but I did.
Yeah, that would have reinforced my beliefs a little bit. Phew!
Well, it's time to do it again.
Someone's inside.
Are you allowed to do it again? And will she say "whew" if you do it again? Because,
It's okay now.
Oh, okay. Oh, so that's a mechanic. You have to, like, manage your, like, ladder up like The Sims.
I should wash my hands. And then she doesn't wash her hands. I should wash my hands.
Yeah.
You know, I
Put
could
the right
wash my hands. But I won't.
Take that, Biden.
Let's check the men's bathroom just to see. Excuse me. I didn't mean to eavesdrop. The chief told me to take a look around the rooms. I
assume you meant every single room in the building. Heading over to security next. You look like you have the key.
You? Yes? I don't care. Can you leave this room now? Oh,
I should
I'm
leave
sorry.
this room.
I seem to be a little nervous. I understand. Anyway, I'm begging you, get out of here. I do apologize. Excuse me, then.
I'm coming around on Meg. I love her. This is a great character. Just the worst.
I have to do it, I mean.
Does he acknowledge that this is the second time this has happened?
Unfortunately not.
Oh.
Would you have to sit through this again? You? You know, he's honestly very patient for someone who's having to deal with this ditzy broad. It's... Alright, what else can we explore here? I can't use the stairs. I can't go downstairs from here.
You're not supposed to go downstairs. You're being quarantined.
Meg Rainman of Lab 1. Meg Rainman of Lab 1.
Stop going to the men's room.
You have a phone call. Meg Rainman of Lab 1. Meg Rainman of Lab 1.
They're making
You have a phone call. Return to your room and pick up the phone already. Phone?
I should wash my hands.
Phone call for me? I wonder if it's Jack. In any case, I should get back to the lab. Wait, hold on. I have to go back to my room. Damn it! I think we missed another opportunity to bother Lucchino. Because we went into too many rooms. The trigger for that is going into a certain amount of rooms. So before the PA kicks in and says, go back to your room. I am headphone in the chat saying, paging Mr. Herman. Let me over there. Thank you.
6.9 days.
Meg! I heard that there's a possibility of a virus leak from the CDC. It's the top headline in every news show. Only a possibility. They said it wasn't too uncommon around here, so don't worry.
That's worrying in and of itself.
You say it's not uncommon. Anyway,
diseases
Jack.
are already spreading out of the CDC.
Yeah. That program booted? I had no problems, and there could be no way that a computer program can kill someone.
It just does normal things like transports you into a different realm.
Yeah, the real killer is Dungeons and Dragons. That's the game that kills for real. Nothing. You worry too much. Although, speaking of something happening, I had a prank call right afterwards. Prank call? Oh yeah, that was me. Forgot about that. Yes, and there was a weird word on the screen. Weird word? It said, dead. I think it meant game over. That's not too funny. Anyway.
What's dead? I've never heard of this word before.
Dead?
Have you seen my husband?
I heard he went up to the farm and he's just, like, hanging out with all the cows and my old goldfish from... Apparently Robert's body was handed over to the CDC. CDC? I wonder if it's to find out the cause of death. Yeah, probably! Now I guess I'll be able to find out directly. Thank you, Jack. Don't go overboard. I'll call you again if I find anything. Roberts.
What does dead mean?
Now I should ask the chief. Okay, maybe I have another opportunity to bug Lucchino. In any case...
Where's Lucchino again?
The security guard.
Ah.
They were the ones that Robert's body was handed over to. I know the chief is looking out for me. Still, I wish he had told me about this. Anyway, the first thing now is to go talk to the chief. At least they're reinforcing what the objective is at any moment in time. So we could go to the chief, but I do want to scope out some of the other spots around here.
You remember... Of course you do. You remember how you used to do the bad music thing on YouTube?
Yeah, I should just put this up, right?
Yeah, I was asking if this was on there.
Can I help you? Oh, I'm Meg Rainman. I'm working here effective today. I'm sure I'll be asking for your services. Nice to meet you. Yeah, I'm Peter Jones. I'm mainly doing specialty research concerning the Mobile virus.
That I'm sitting on right now.
So which lab is going to be your room? Yes, I'm going to be working in the lab next door. I see. Then nice to meet you, neighbor. Highly ho, neighbor! Now, if you'll excuse me. I wanted to peep around his room a bit, but,
Oh.
maybe some of these other labs. And most of these are obviously going to be copy-pasted.
Nobody here.
Same sink as in any room. Handgun bullets.
Yeah, sure.
You know,
Literally,
CDC.
no reason to take that right now.
Lovely view outside.
Jump out the window. Escape.
What are they researching here? Nobody over here either. I was thinking of saying hello. Oh well. I'll say hello to the plants instead. Hello, Mr. Plants.
Actually, taking the handgun bullets is, like, a great idea. Because A, you get free handgun bullets, and B, like, you can't get in trouble for it, because no one is going to say, yeah, I think Meg stole my handgun bullets I was keeping in my office.
Yeah, I was planning something. So... Doesn't open without a key. Okay. And these doors are, will never open.
I hate to tell a story third hand without remembering the source, but I remember hearing someone tell a story. Anyone in chat can remember who this is. This was someone online. They were telling a story about how they were trying to stop a food thief who kept stealing their like stuff from the cafeteria, and their plan was to like put like a sex toy in a lunch bag and put it in the fridge, and whoever like caught it was like, I found a sex toy. Be like, ah, you're the one stealing the lunch, and it did not work for them that way.
No, you don't say. Yes, Chris is fine. But thanks for being polite earlier, but didn't that make you all tense? Hee hee, but manners are important too. By the way, I haven't been introduced to your friend there. Nice to meet you.
What is going on with that modeling?
So you know how, like, they used to, like, do bushes back in the day in, like, old, like, you know, PS1 games and the like, where it's just, like, a handful of sprites that are all, like, you know, like, flat plane, they just intersect with one another. They did that to her hair. Pardon me for making you tense with a well-mannered introduction.
But also one going horizontally like a buzzsaw.
And she's got a mullet. Oh no, is that how you're gonna do it? Ha ha ha, it's a joke. Anyway, nice to meet you. Hee hee, thanks. I love the hee hees, they're so cute. I'm Meg Rainman, it's nice to meet you too. We welcome what little women there are here. I'm sure we can be good friends. Little women. That reminds me, the lab seems a little lonely today. Is today a holiday? It's Halloween! Woo! Not at all. It's thanks to that virus frenzy the chief was talking about earlier.
Should everyone be stuck in the building?
Nobody can enter the building after 9 a.m. So we're early birds. Early birds get the quarantine. I wish I was one of them. Yeah, we were the ones locked inside. Those that were locked out are lucky. I get it. If they're outside, they can't work. They really are lucky. Down with the establishment. Well, we can relax a little bit as well, so it's alright with me. And I'll go look around the facility now. Pleased to meet you. Same here. You should take a long look around and stay away from us. Is this the subtle implication there? No one has anything to say right now, but
they're just like staring like wide-eyed at her after that conversation. That's what the ... dots are.
One of these lockers. Is this my locker? Oh, Meg, I'm sorry.
Meg.
I forgot to explain it to you. This is your locker. It opens, you can put things inside of it. So they already had a locker ready for me? This really is a well-prepared lab. If you have anything, keep it in here, but avoid putting valuables in here. You've never had problems, but just in case. Thanks. I'll be careful. Okay.
I'll keep my handgun bullets.
So, interesting thing about this locker, you never use it. Ever. For anything. It's my theory that in an earlier version of this game, this would have been your item box, right? Your universal item box where items you put in are accessible from, let's say, different planes of reality, different places in space and time. So you could have like put an item in here, then retrieved it later, right? Something like that. But that got scrapped at a certain point. There's just traditional item boxes that we'll find at a certain point. So I think that is a scrap mechanic, and they were trying to explain because it was going to be like a mechanic, right? But then just not so much anymore. My theory is that the original game had to do with time travel.
Let's see. So in reference to the, thing where Meg was like, "Oh, they're lucky not having to work." Sid says, "Meg, I don't know if that's the right attitude for someone at the Center for Disease Control."
Yeah, let those people figure it out on their own. People don't want to get sick, they should figure out their own, antiviruses.
Sasquatch Yeti says, controversial opinion, I like this weird main theme.
The music is fine. The whole soundtrack to this game is fine. It's just the loop. It's just the fact that it plays incessantly. Like, we're going to be hearing this for the next hour.
Yeah, I'll be honest, the stream volume on my end is slowly going down over time.
Oh, yes, that's a smart idea. You want anything, Meg? I'm sorry to bother you when you're so busy. I wanted to ask you something about Robert. This scene is forever in my brain because of Grimbeard's video on this game and the voiceover he does for these. About Robert? Did something happen with regards to him? Yes. I heard that Robert's body had been handed over to this laboratory. Robert's body? Yes, if that was the case, I want to see him. See if he's doing okay. Meg. I can understand how you feel, but can you spare us? This is no playground. I have plenty of work other than Robert's case. Yes, I know, but I want to look into it as well. You're not responsible for him, Meg. There are many other specialists here at CDC, not just you. Or can you not trust any of them? No, that's not how I meant it. I was just regretting what happened to Robert. I couldn't forget what happened. I know it's a personal affair, but I wanted to find out the truth firsthand. The police started rambling nonsense that a program called Ring was suspicious. Meg, I don't know what you heard from where, but I am busy! Ring? A computer program? I have no idea what you're talking about. You're getting in the way of my work! Get out of here and cool off your hot head in your lab. I can clearly say that you are not sane. I'm sorry? For mouthing off like that? Meg? Didn't you hear me? Get out of this room! Go cool off your head for a while.
I had a boss exactly like that at Toys R Us.
Yes, I'm terribly sorry. I apologize for bothering you when you are so busy.
I could not even call that unrealistic.
Let's see what he's up to. There's nothing I need to talk to. Damn it! I think I want to go to the men's locker room. They don't really spell this one out, but I think this is the... Oh. No, that's the wrong door. This away...
I should go watch that Grimbeard video.
It's very good.
After it's done.
He doesn't know, like, half the things I know about this game, obviously, but it's just a very fun, entertaining review.
I reference him, like, all the time. I reference him, like, all the time during these streams, but it's just that his stuff is so...
Good. Yeah, thank you. Very good. Very good! I don't know if this game passes the Rat Roundup, unfortunately.
Rat Roundup has completely ruined the Discord server, by the way.
Oh yeah, no, it's...
we can't see a rat at all without having to, like, pull up one of, like, 3 different audio clips.
And what about that Discord server? Wouldn't it be crazy if there was a way to get an invite link to that server just by pressing !Discord in the chat? Oh, like funny how that works.
Huh.
Yeah, we added that recently after someone was trying to do it last stream, and I realized, oh, it's probably a good idea to, have that so it actually works.
Does Nightbot do anything else yet, or have we not set it up?
I think I can do a few different things. I don't know what I should and should not have it do.
Well, Sid has a good idea. 7 days. Just like a self-ban, a timed self-ban.
It'll only go into effect after 7 days, though.
Exactly.
So you have 7 days to chat, say whatever messages you want to say.
This is a present from me to
I don't
you.
understand what good that is, but thank you, Frappe Fiasco, for gifting a Tier 1 sub to Nightbot.
That's certainly an idea. What's wrong? Do you need something? I've heard through my old man voice.
I guess that technically gets us closer to partner.
Yeah. I'm sorry to bother you when you're so busy. I wanted to ask you about something. What is it now? You know if Robert's body is stored within this facility? I asked the chief just now, but he wouldn't tell me. He seemed to be in some sort of a mood. Yeah, I'm sure he wouldn't. He's a piece of shit like that. Right now, they're busy trying to find out the cause. Until they find the virus, it's proprietary information. They're trying to patent it. They really want to, like, market the hell out of it. I see. Is that why I made the chief upset? No, it's because you're insufferable, Meg. He's hard to please, but he won't be mad about that. Did he get mad at you? Yes, I tried to ask the same thing, and when I did, you say anything you shouldn't have, Meg. Something I shouldn't have? I'm not sure myself.
There's a list of words outside of his office. It's like half of the English language, but you just cannot say them in front of him.
When I asked about a program called Ring, he suddenly blew up at me. I guess he must be tired too. Wait, Ring? Wasn't Robert mentioning Ring as well? Is that true, Professor? Robert mentioned Ring? What did Robert say? Oh, I'm sorry, but I don't remember too much. Robert didn't want to talk about it either. Anything will do, Professor. Don't you remember anything? Even if you say so, I don't. This might be irrelevant, but Robert often asked me about the reference room. Reference room?
I got kicked out of there by a cop earlier. No, that's restroom.
Easy mistake, I guess. Yeah, the reference room. He wanted to go in for anything and everything we did. He kept pestering us about it. The reference room? About a week before his death, he suddenly stopped asking. Not only do you need the chief's permission to enter, you need a special key for that room. He laughed when I asked if I found the key. Or he laughed when I asked if he found the key. Maybe the key is in his room? A key? No, I didn't see it in his room. I see. And what about the locker room? It's a Scotch list I thought I followed, but apparently not fixed that. Thank you very much for the follow. Then what about the locker room? If you want to look for the key, wouldn't it be good to search around his personal items? I'm one that can't say anything about his body. No, Professor, thank you for all your help. Was I of any use? That remains to be seen, Professor. Yes, plenty. Thank you very much. Automatically kicks us out of the room this time.
I just realized something.
Yes?
So last time we streamed, I believe it was last time we streamed, we rated dot level.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to get up and walk away to hear something because we've been streaming for a very long time.
Yeah, and I need to run to the restroom on that day too, yeah. So...
apparently while I was gone, but before I came back, I got gifted a sub.
Well, that's neat.
Yeah, I just realized, like, why do I have all these dot level emotes? And I was like, oh, wait.
The locker room? Perhaps Robert's locker has some clue. Hey, you! This is for men only. This is not a place for you to come in. How many times am I gonna have to teach you this lesson, young lady? Hurry up and get out. No need to scream and shout to a lady. Oh, Professor. I don't want her to come into the room whenever she feels like it. Lucino's very reasonable here. Now. I'm sure she had some reason to come in here.
You know, I understand now why she was told at the start of the game to stay in her office, like, the moment she went in there.
They knew her reputation. She's Robert's girlfriend. I think it would be alright for her to look through her boyfriend's locker. So you're Robert's? I'm sorry. I was wondering if there was anything left.
Oh, were they not married?
They're boyfriend-girlfriend. And Jack, the British guy, was our ex-boyfriend. Was Meg's ex-boyfriend. Oh. Lucino, surely you don't mind it for a little bit. That's the reason I have no choice. Thank you very much. Old man for the save. The left one at the end. Now, is that left relative to... Yes, there we go. Need to the reference room.
King, this is a question you would know. King asks, were any of the Ring movies or novels this focused on office politics?
No, they were very focused on one character in particular who's a Jesus allegory, who's like the best friend in the first book, who is the boyfriend character in the movies, the American movie at least, and he's like an admitted rapist, but he becomes the most important character in all of the books. and also like the hero of mankind. We found a very important file. Pick it up. Ring, reference room. I can't find the 8mm film.
Very important.
A key and a note. Reference room. That's all it says. I wonder if this is the key to the reference room. You know, educated guess. I'm gonna say, no, it's not. What's up? Are you satisfied now? Now get the hell out of here! Yes, thank you. I'm plenty satisfied. Anything to say?
Yeah. What up?
No,
nope,
none of these people.
Just that wide-eyed stare that everyone gives whenever they interact with Meg.
I'm sorry, I'm a little busy right now, standing in place in the locker room.
I'm doing old things.
So we have a new place to go. And you know, I did mention earlier that I missed going into the locker room. You can go there immediately after the bathroom, and Lucchino is just like in the locker room, like saying like, "This is the men's locker room. What the hell are you doing here?" In the same way that he is in the men's bathroom. But I messed up. By going back into the bathroom again, I missed the opportunity to show that cutscene. So, guess you'll have to play this game on your own, folks. Freppa Fiasco asks, so is there any combat in this game, or is this running around an office for 6 hours?
No, you missed it. You missed all the combat.
Yeah, that was it. There's that one scene at the beginning with the handgun, and that's it. I think we're almost close to actual gameplay again. The study on clairvoyance. There sure are weird books here. How many of these bookshelves can we interact with? Just that one.
Normal CDC stuff. Clairvoyance.
The Curse? Why is a book like this here? This is a strange lab. I mean, people, you know, like, have breaks. They maybe want to read some, like, fiction or something. It's... Can I read that? No. No relevant books. It's full of complicated books. Too many words. Sasquatchua says, I guess this game is closest to the third novel Loop, although that one has never gotten a movie somehow. That's because it is an unfilmable fucking book. And I will say, something I said at the top of the stream, this game, for as much as people have said that this is based on the third book in the series, it's not. This was not meant to be a Ring game. It pivoted, like, midway through design, and so they very hastily grafted some elements. The idea of a computer program, a simulation, is about the only through fare, but even then, it's, like, very different, like, purposes for it. So, not really based on the third book, like, people have, like, contended and argued. I had people, like, bite back at me on Twitter when I said, like, this game barely follows the plot of the books, and they're like, no, you haven't read the third book. Then I read the third book, and it's like, nope, two completely different things, so... But again, like, I don't expect people to know that, because who's reading the fucking Ring books? Especially because, like, I think, like, the translations came out, like, way late. And also, they're unreadable fucking books. Especially the second and third ones. Especially the third one. It is just nonsense.
Wasn't there a fourth one?
Yeah, there's been more. Koji Suzuki, I believe, is the name of the author. And yeah, he's revisited this well, because it continues to make him a lot of money. Report concerning Ring. This is a report about the phenomenon known as Ring that occurred in Japan last October. This phenomenon occurred between September and October of 1990 and was over before the year's end. Wait, so does this mean this takes place in 1991?
Well, I guess so, yeah.
Oh, September. The curse was determined as Sadako Yamamura's curse. Sadako copied her image to video using her powers, and anyone who saw the video died of a heart attack within 1 week of viewing due to Sadako's power curse. Details unknown, as we were unable to confirm the victims' corpses. Note that the cursed video created by Sadako Yamamura changed into a virus. How the virus came about has many hypotheses, including rewriting of the DNA through the retina or the creation within the host. For this, we could have gained access to the corpse of Sadako Yamamura, so it is better to research that. Research in Japan found an autopsy where Sadako was alive for 30 years after falling in a well. It is best to determine this on your end. Attaches data concerning Sadako's birth. Now, there's going to be a detail here. Sadako Yamamura. Birth date, end of 1951, exact day unknown. Birthplace, Oshima Sajiki area. Mother, Shizuko Yamamura. Father, Heihachiro Iguma. Notes, female testicular syndrome. Large chance of having smallpox. Nothing known about her powers. So, canonically, this is based in the Japanese book specifically. This isn't addressed in the movie, this is addressed in the books. That Sadako is intersex. She identifies as female, but she has both sets of genitalia, and because of that, she can't have kids. That's a big part of the books. And in the second book, when she poisons the entire world with her virus, which is similar to the smallpox strain, she considers that the closest thing she can have to having kids. So these are like integral points of the book plots that are like being paid like the most surface level reference here. So that's what this is about.
Would also be completely lost on an American audience, especially at the time this came out.
Yes, because we would not have had the books, so we wouldn't have known about like these details. These would have been like, reading this is like, wait, what? Like, what are you fucking talking about with smallpox and stuff? So, this is 1998 report concerning Ring. There was research in this lab about Ring? Is this a joke? Maybe that's what Robert was investigating. I should ask Professor Timothy about this.
Actually, when did this game come out?
2000. I believe it was in development since 1999.
So the Ring movie hadn't even come out in America yet.
Yeah, no, this predates
remake.
That. Yeah, no, this predates that. 2002 was that movie. So this was the first piece of Ring media we had outside of Japan.
Alright, so this is... Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
no, I was trying to remember, like... Because I was thinking, like, wait, if I saw The Ring when I was a teenager, and this is a Dreamcast game...
Yeah, no, there would have been no way for you to be, like... To have seen the movie and want to go out and rush and get this game at the time. This just launched with, like, absolutely no fanfare. Like, it would make sense if, like, this game came out because Ring had started blowing up in America at the same time as in Japan, but no, 2-year gap.
Yeah, that had been my assumption, but yeah, wrong.
Who is that over there? I can't believe this. Why does that have to be him, of all people? What are you doing here? Unauthorized entry is forbidden. Did you enter with permission from the chief? No, I just came in here because it's open. You don't have to be so mad at me. You don't have to be so mad. This room is off limits, lady. Just because it was open? What the hell are you thinking? Alright, I'll get out now, so don't get so mad. Is that alright with you?
You know, I think the chief maybe had a point earlier.
Yeah, do that now, and I guess get out of here. This arrogant pest, she's not even gonna apologize? Hey, don't you have something to say? Who does he think he is? Yeah, I'm sorry. That's it. I was stupid to think that. Well, excuse me then. Steve Flesh saying this game is set during White Girl Summer. So... In any case, what in the world is Ring? Was it Ring that Robert was investigating about? This is a preposterous story. But when I hear it so many times, it gets me worried.
You were using Ring. You went into Ring. Do you not remember?
Well, speaking of Ring, guess what? We're finally going back!
Oh, I can turn the stream volume back up.
I wouldn't.
Okay.
Wild Weasel says, whenever someone uses the word preposterous, I imagine him with a curly mustache and monocle, so...
Preposterous!
Preposterous, I say. Indubitably. Says Gotcha, so if you like it, then you gotta put a bracket ring and bracket on it. The use of brackets in this game is inspired.
Every time someone says, like, ring with that, like, bracketing thing in all caps, I imagine them saying, like, ring.
Ring. There's something about this. There's something about that ring. Should I try starting it up again? It just might possibly be it. Well, that's as good a cue as any, I suppose. Alright, before that, I want to take a quick look at our inventory. 2 healing jellies, 30 handgun bullets.
Another Saturday night.
It works?
2 healing jellies and some handgun bullets.
Works one day and doesn't the next. Has it been a day? Enter my name again. No password or anything.
Just enters his name. Her name is Butt.
Then suddenly every character starts calling us by butts.
Yeah. Alright, time to do the normal video game thing of be physically transported somewhere else.
This is why parents are so afraid of video games taking off. This is why the government is was trying to regulate it back in the day. It's too dangerous.
It is still my hunch that she knows so little of video games that she thinks this is normal. Because that's the only explanation for why when she gets out, she's not, what the fuck just happened?
Same place as earlier, but there's nobody here. I should try going elsewhere.
In 1991, no less. You know what 1991 VR was like?
You know what games looked like back then? Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so we have 30 bullets, 2 healing jellies. This is not the same inventory we had back there, by the way. I should mention there is no crossover between your inventory outside of the game and inside the game. Again...
Well, that would just be silly.
I theorized that locker was supposed to be the bridge between these two worlds. The things you would put in the locker over there would appear in here and vice versa. But again, completely different version of the game. Probably one rooted in time travel stuff. That's my working theory. It's just a theory, but I'm absolutely fucking correct. Because the screenshots that exist, the target renders that were rendered by one of the many third-party studios that worked on this game. There was something like a monkey here earlier. There sure was, Meg. Can I turn the lights on? Yes. There's no electricity. No wonder it doesn't turn on. I think there is an item up here that was not here previously, so I'm gonna check on that.
Wild Weasel says, one thing I had never heard described is what happens if you watch the cursed tape more than once?
It just keeps, it's like a Half-Life, where it just keeps shrinking the time, so you can just accelerate. If you just want to get, it over with, just, 3.5 days, 1.75 days. Alright, this is where we're gonna have to start actually, paying attention and, being concerned about enemies and stuff. This door is broken. Can't get out this way.
Red Fiasco says, just read the synopsis of the Third Ring novel. Seems like this game is totally based on that.
Nope!
Is this going to be a continued point of contention between us and the chat?
Yep.
All right.
It has been for years. Remember, people have been saying for years that people who thought they were experts on this game would claim it's based on the third book. You clearly haven't read it. I mean, I haven't read it either, but I read someone else say that this is based on the book. The only thing in common is the computer program element. No snap to it aiming. I have to manually aim in direction.
My hunch is it might be one of those things where they had something that already was kind of similar plot-wise, and they were like, hey, we can just adapt it.
Similar plot-wise would be... Yeah, I suppose in some sense.
Similar enough. Sasquatch City asks, how close was this release next to Code Veronica? Terror Realm was released...
I think I mentioned
February
this in the
24th. Yeah, it was February 24th, 2000, and Code Veronica is February 3rd, 2000. So
yes.
Very, very close.
Oh, of all the times to reload. Okay, right. Survival horror game. Never reload, never actually reload. Always reload in your inventory. Gotta get back in the habit.
Luis PSC says, I just wanted to get back to this because I thought this was interesting.
There was a documentary.
There was a documentary released by HBO recently here that said that Counter-Strike was made by the United States to teach soldiers how to kill.
Yeah,
by HBO?
The news doesn't really understand much about these video games. They think you warp into the world when you open up your laptop screen. So
yeah,
that's the frame of reference they're working with.
I think that's what that comment was in reference to back when I was complaining about that.
Let me see if I remember this. No good. It doesn't open. I wonder if it's sealed off. All right, so we'll come back to this one or that one. This one should be save room.
Who would buy this instead of Code Veronica? Well, if you're a connoisseur of Japanese horror media in America, and you'd somehow come from that thinking that Resident Evil was still not the better choice, I guess you would get this game.
Telephone?
I said halfway through that, forgetting that, oh yeah, Resident Evil is a horror thing from Japan.
A silent prank call? What in the world is this? This gives me a bad feeling. A laptop. It looks like it'll work. For now, I should look around the other rooms first. Ooh, don't mind if I do with this hall right here. Shopping hall. Power, 1951. If something happens, it's up to you.
So we're in the past.
Not quite. I'm not going to spoil everything that happens, but not quite.
Just saying the Ring game, as in Ring, that thing, takes place in 1951. That's why we're dressed like this.
Yeah, classic 1950s fashion. The greasers, the flappers, and then the tactical people. 3 types of outfit, 3 types of style back in the 50s. Wait, do I want to go here? So, the thing about these hallways, they all kind of look the same. Oh, bathroom.
The cop's in here too. Please leave. Oh, there he is.
Yep, that's Lucino.
That's what it looked like in 1951.
What's my health looking like? Normal. Having a normal one. I'm gonna have to start, actually actively dodging and, playing, correctly at some point.
Now, were the, big monkey men and the, demon football mascots in the, novel Loop as well?
Oh, of course, yeah. You know it. Alright. L1, what's the button for looking in first person? There we go. Check these stalls, see if there's anything inside of them. I think there's something inside of one of them.
I feel like we'll probably wait until later to really get into what Loop is about, right?
Yeah. So this one was occupied. To be fair, describing Loop would kind of spoil this game a little bit, so... In the sense that it grafts some of the elements onto it, but again, they are 2 very distinct entities. And the thing about Loop that you need to know is that it's just about, a computer program simulation of the world. That, the real world is being overcome with a virus, which is, the mutation of the Ring virus that Sadako wrought on the world. And so they look into the simulation of, all of life, all of existence, to see if they can find the cure within that. And then developments happen about the nature of reality and gaming and things of that nature and ilk and so on and so forth. No one's allowed to use the restroom on Meg's watch. She'll bust down every door.
Good thing she only found the bullets in the real world, not the actual handgun.
Yeah! Otherwise, who knows what kind of danger she'd be wreaking. This is the safe room. Or no, that was the safe room earlier. This is the breeding room.
Sorry, Chief. The door was open and the safety was off, so I figured I'd enter and start blasting.
Yep. I think I got them. Oh.
Yep.
Alright, this is the one time where the knife actually comes in handy, if I remember correctly. Dealing with these fucking pests.
Going back to something I said during the Resident Evil Survivor thing, I'm certain, in any of these games where you have to fight birds, that none of them are
birds.
Yeah, they're just normal birds. They're not zombie birds or evil birds or virus birds. They're just you suddenly decide that birds are worth killing.
Oh, there's a splat. And the knife does not work on enemies down below that are lower than us. Thank you.
We were talking over it, so I might have been ducked a bit. I wanted
to make sure
everyone to experience it. Oh, wait. Can that be a new sub notification noise?
That would be good. That would miss my Goldman clips.
Okay. Maybe that could be follow. Who knows? Short, punchy.
I am a little injured. I'm bad. You cannot combine the jellies in this game.
Well, that would be disgusting. No, of course not.
I'm just going to get us back up to better.
Is there a best, or is the top outfit better?
I think best is fine. Item box. Alright, we can put the knife away. I'm going to save the big healing jellies for later.
What do you think they taste like?
Like fruit. Like a fruit like compost, or compote.
So it's just like a generic berry flavor?
Yeah. I mean, that's assuming that you drink them or eat them.
That's the question. Is you also think you're supposed to drink them? Because in my mind, yes.
Boo! Don't surprise me. I thought you were him. Apparently he's hiding around here somewhere. Him?
Yeah, Jeff Ring.
Who else could it be? I just want to be rid of him soon. The one that's hiding, we need to be especially careful for. I got it. I don't. We just have to kill him. Huh? You say it so easily. It's good to keep your head strong. But don't get caught off guard. I'll be fine. Anything else to say, sir? Orders, sir. Reporting for duty, sir. Of course. Alright, so there's a number of rooms here.
Do you think, paradoxically, that Meg would get really freaked out if she was playing Super Mario Brothers on an NES? And we're like, there's a tiny man inside this television. This is real.
The enemy is hiding, huh? Really, this is some joke. Everything's a joke to Meg. She's not taking this seriously. She's not giving this the import that it deserves.
I know you implied that eventually she will, but I would hope that she never would.
I never implied that. What is this? By any chance, is this the one that sneaked in?
Hello, sir. Are you the one that sneaked in? Please answer with your words and not your hands.
Well, if you're not the one that sneaked in, I guess I gotta let you go. It kept aiming towards his dick this whole time.
Yeah,
I was trying to aim up.
I was wondering if that was on purpose.
Even though this is a game, it doesn't feel all that great. I wonder if this
6
will
out
let
of
me go
10.
back. It's nice if there's a laptop around somewhere around here. It might let me go back. In any case, I should look around either the security office or one of the normal offices. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that bit of gameplay. Let's stretch it out a little bit more. Let's check out some of the other rooms. Maybe there'll be some other enemies to fight. We can milk this for all it's worth. See anything I can use? Oh.
Actually, I'm wondering, are we doing this full game right now, or is this like a two-parter?
This might be a two-parter. Depends on how committed to the bit you
just start,
are.
But no, I'm gonna go get an energy drink in like 20 minutes. So it just depends if I get a normal one or the big one.
Well, I would say you just need all the energy you can get for this game because
sure.
Because there are parts of it that drag. To be clear, I think this game is one that everyone should play. I think it is compelling, fascinating. Or, you can just watch this playthrough, I guess, but I'm going to try to be as thorough as possible, but this is a game. You can also read our article, the most exhaustive article on the entire internet about this game. But, maybe one of the most exhaustive articles ever written. Just, who knows? Who's to say? Not much here. Oh. Being thrown out, so as you can probably gather, we're gonna go back to the real world sooner rather than later. And every time you go back and forth, the items that are in this world reset. In terms of where they're placed and whatnot. So we want to grab everything we can on every given run. We want to be as thorough as possible.
That's what you mean by reset. I thought you meant that they respawn.
Well, they also respawn enemies, too, so...
Well, I was thinking just waste all our ammo because we're just going to pick it all back up anyway.
We also ran out of battery there. That is a mechanic, that your flashlight will eventually run out of batteries. This is not a problem because there's plenty of batteries to pick up. It's also not the end of the world if you don't have battery, if you don't have your flashlight on. I just like to keep it on so people can see what's happening in the game. Because it can be a little dark, as this screen here, without the light on, may have indicated, so... And thus I am vindicated.
That has been a thing, just with video games in general, especially with horror games, especially with small projects, like one-person horror games. So I've been thinking about stuff that we could stream for October, and there's a lot of games I'd like to show, but they're also very dark and hard to show in a literal sense.
You can always boost contrast.
And trying to think about thinking about boosting the contrast to make it visible, but to a certain extent you have to boost it so much that it just looks
like who is it? I thought I felt eyes on me. Shaking my head. Is it just me? In any case, can I go back with this? Same model of laptop. Mystery deepens. Oh, our favorite song's back! Awesome.
Gaming.
I passed out again. I want to come back feeling a little better. This is far from normal.
I said you were feeling better on the menu there.
But the phone call isn't coming this time. That was like a 1 second shot of the fax machine, just to be like...
Phone. Well, I guess that answers the question of what happens if you do the tape more than once. If this canonical entry in the Ring franchise...
We're fine.
Is anything to go off of?
The thing I am going to do, to be safe, there is a radio here. Use the radio?
Oh, save?
Yeah. Because I can't rewind in this emulator, and Flycast does not support rewinding, so if I fuck up, who knows how much progress we might lose. Ignore these save files.
Question for you.
Yes.
Did you, back in the day, have a Dreamcast?
I had a cousin who had a Dreamcast. I had a Saturn, but I skipped the Dreamcast.
So I was going to ask if you ever had an actual VMU, or just use a third party like I did. Because, man, having to buy, like, a memory card that also had, like, an LCD screen and, like, controls on it. Like, this was at a time where my folks were buying me the video game consoles. They were not going to pay extra.
No, certainly
They barely understood the idea of a memory card. They were going to buy one that looked like a tiny Game Boy.
Look, when you warp into the game, you don't need your saves. You're being transported to another realm. Just remember what you did. Meg Rainmen. Meg Rainmen.
You're fired.
The chief is calling. Please hurry to the chief's office on the 2nd floor. I repeat. Meg Rainmen. The chief is calling. Please hurry to the chief's office on the 2nd floor. All from the chief on the PA system. What is with that? For now, I should head to his office. I mean, yeah, it's your boss calling, so...
Wait,
probably...
there was a American remake of the Ring?
Was there?
As I just found out. Rings.
But that's not a remake, that's a squeakle.
It says 2000... Oh, you're right.
Yeah, that's the one that the first opening scene is like Sadako taking over an airplane and crashing it and killing everyone on board.
I got confused because it says here, known in Japan as the Ring Rebirth.
Yeah, that I can see how that can confuse it, but don't. That's not a reboot. It's a squeakle. Excuse me. I came here after hearing the announcement. This room smells. It's you. Do you know why you were called here? Is it about the reference room?
About the bathroom?
I told you, no cool off your head. Don't you think your behavior reflects what I told you to do? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Why did you enter the reference room? Just on a whim. A whim? Go into a room you shouldn't enter on a whim? No, I didn't know it was off limits. I'm sorry. And how did you get the key?
How'd you get
possibly
hired?
Have been unlocked. I'm honest here, he might take away the key. That took me a while to get.
As priorities.
What is it? Answer my question. Because it was unlocked. I went in. What? It wasn't locked to begin with. I didn't know it was supposed to be locked. Get off my fucking back. I'm sorry, I didn't know.
What are you, my boss?
Is that true? No, I'm lying. Yes. Then who? Alright.
Or what?
Anyway, from now on, that room is off limits. Understand?
Go back to that room.
Yes,
right
I'm
now.
sorry. Yeah, be careful from now on. We're in a slight mess right now. I'm sorry. You should refrain from activities that will confuse those around you. Understand?
A slight mess right now. A virus has escaped and we're under quarantine. A little oopsie whoopsie.
Yes, I'll be careful from now on. Huh? Am I just tired? I feel so dizzy. Oh no, I can't stand still? I'm getting really dizzy. I need to go back to my room and rest. I can't.
Me.
You okay, lady?
Me. Oh, good thing this bed caught my fall.
Every time the video game says the Ring Terror's Realm drinking game, every time Meg faints, take a shot. I've been taking shots this whole time, so I'm way ahead of it. Oh no, so Dr. Timothy brought me here when I collapsed? I don't know if Dr. Timothy could lift Meg. I mean, he seems pretty frail, all things told. I have to thank him later for this.
Looks like I've been asleep for about 6.5 days.
Oh no! I don't have a flashlight in this reality, so... Light switch it is. Anything new in these beds? No. The answer
Do you
is
think the chief is going to be mad at you because you didn't go back to your room?
Told you to go back to your room, not the medical room. Can you do anything right? Alright, I need to remember which room I actually go back to at this point. Let's just see what happens if I go back to my lab. I have a feeling it's just go back to my lab. Yes, I'm correct. Alright. Huh? Is someone there? I have a weird feeling about this. Or I had a weird feeling about this. Let's turn the lights back on. That seems like a good start. No one here. No one there. Looks good to me.
Yep, everything's fine.
What is that? They really don't want me to have the lights on for this. Someone there? What?
Is that a person? Ah!
Ugh.
I'll never know if that was a person.
Wait.
Were you there? Is this how we're getting through the whole, 7 days thing, by her passing out constantly?
Getting knocked out, passing out, whatever helps pass the time. That was, if I saw correctly... Oh, nope, I don't want to do the phone. I want to pick up the card, Meg. Lab member card, level 2. Can I examine the card? S item, collection of valuable item. But we do have a flashlight.
Oh, well...
Oh, I need the battery for it, I guess. I guess there's no battery in it.
Hey, what happened to your handgun bullets?
They're in my item inventory, I think.
Oh, okay.
Card key used by normal lab members that has Meg's name on it. It actually says Meg Lane Man with an L. You can clearly see the L there for the last name, so...
I'll take your word for it.
Key to the reference room, and then let's see whose card this is. Card key used only by ranking lab members. Yes, just to show that we have our... There's our handgun bullets.
Okay.
So did you recognize who that was?
Nope.
They they make the lights turn off, even if you try to turn them back on, but it's our neighbor.
Oh, it's Flanders.
Yeah, what's his name? Excuse me. Huh? What is it? You look so excited. What happened? I'm sorry. I had something I wanted to ask you. Did someone come out of my room just now? From your room?
Something about your build, your height, your mustache?
Yeah. Name Peter? No, I'm not sure. The security guard just ran by this room, though. Security guard? That rather large-framed man?
Yeah, he said he was looking for you. Thought you were probably somewhere you shouldn't be.
I'm guessing he was right. I'm not sure if he came out of your room, though. I see. Anything else? Oh, no. Sorry, excuse me. Like, if I were, like, in this position, I'd be like, by the way, is this your lab key card? That'd be my gotcha.
But then he might take it away, and you went through so much effort to get it.
Yeah. That is true. That's the other locker room. Let's see if this... Oh, excuse me. Meg, right? Yes, can I help? No, you just looked a little pale, so... Something the matter? I think I'm a little tired, but I'm alright. I've been knocked out twice in the past 5 minutes, but other than that, I'm okay. Really? That's good. Yes, thank you. Oh, Meg, that's a level 2 card you have there. I can see through your pockets, and...
I'll trade it for this Charizard.
Huh, level 2? Come on, you had it and you didn't know? If you have that card, we can go to the first floor where low-level technicians can't. Oh, is that perhaps the card that Robert was using? Yeah, yeah, that's it. Yeah, you got it, yes. That's right, you guys are dating each other. I'm sorry, Oh, no, don't worry about it. I'm over him. I was thinking about something else, but I can go to the first floor with this, right? Yes, you can. The first floor is nice because it has a dining area. I went off on using Chris's card, but I got found out recently. Well, I haven't been down there.
The first floor is also under quarantine because of a virus.
It'll be fine. Yeah, I want to go down there if I can. Can you take me there? I'm fine with it. But you just got here. Are you sure? Me? I'm totally fine. Right now, all I can do is look around the lab anyway. And they haven't really given me, like, anything to do, like, work-wise. They haven't given me, like, any, like, assignments or projects, so I'm kind of just fucking willing the time away. If we get caught, we both get scolded together. I'm fine as long as you can promise that. That's fine with me. I'm used to that already. Sorry I'm making you worry about me. Thanks. It's nothing. Then I'll wait for you at the stairs of the lobby. Talk to me when you're ready. Alright, I need you to move out of the way, Meg. That's
How
your
did
cue.
either of these people get hired for the CDC?
The stairs to the lobby. I got it. I'll see you later. Still can't open that door. Oh wait, no, we can open this door. We totally have the key for it. Oh yeah, I was gonna go meet up with Kathy. I have to go to the stairs near the lobby. So they're barring our access by means of Kathy, of Meg just being like, not yet. Soon, but not yet. I think it's the same thing for this door. Wait, no, we can just totally walk in here. Okay, cool. Control room. This is where
There's a
the
Shiba
magic
Inu in
happens.
here.
Machines? Computers?
What if this is how you got the dog ending, just like immediately?
Lido, it was you.
What'd you pick up off the wall?
A map. Nothing in there. Of course, that means I gotta examine every one of these fucking things. Nada. Zip. And zip. I got that healing jelly, though, so ultimately it was worth it. Alright, enough faffing about. Wait, what is this laboratory? Is this just an empty lab, or... I'm just gonna quickly look in. I'm just gonna remind myself real quick. Yeah, this is just the nothing doing lab. Not till we have the key later. Because we will get a small key that lets us open up stuff. in some, like, the locked cabinets, some of the locked doors. We should probably think, Timothy... Nope, can't do that. Sorry to keep you waiting. I
had to compulsively go into every room I found. You know how it is.
I just got here a couple minutes ago myself. Hey, aren't you a little excited? Yeah. I was scolded by Lucchino here once. He's a good guy, but he's so stubborn. Huh, Lucchino, you mean that security guard? Yes. He's gruff-looking and serious about his job. He makes me sick. I see. Anyway,
Two peas in a pod right here.
We should go before we get scolded. We'll use the card downstairs, so it's still okay. Got it. And let's go! New music! Swipe the card here.
Oh.
Here? Yes, Meg, the card reader. The card? That's all to it. Isn't it easy? Yeah, it's a card reader. The dining is up ahead. I think I meant to say dining area. Let's go! Oh, can I have a look around here? Around this building? I don't think you'll see anything interesting. I think so,
up
too.
Yet.
One word of advice, even if you get caught, you'll be alright if you look confident. That's good life advice. Hee hee, I'll try my best. What if it's that security guard? Lucchino, I would think you were lucky. He's a pretty good guy, should be alright. I'm sick of him! A good guy, thanks for the advice. You're welcome. Well, I'll go ahead and wait for you. Yeah, see you later. So there's like a couple of things to check out here. Gonna go behind here. And there's your CDC Co. Ltd. I don't know if that's the proper branding for the CDC, but cool painting.
Yeah, I don't think government buildings are LTDs.
Can't leave through that door, unfortunately.
You're gonna steal that map off the wall? Yep. Fuck you, visitors.
We're the main character here. We need this more than anyone else does. I wonder if anything is on. Oh, cartoons. Sometime today, a virus leaked out from the CDC, a leader in viral research. The CDC labs are currently investigating the nature of the virus. Confirmation and assurance of our safety should be within a few days. However, the government takes the situation seriously. Then the president, during a noon press conference, stated the entire city will be quarantined. This has now been completed. Citizens of this city testing negative for the virus have been rescued out of town. But the
That's
process...
not how you...
Yeah.
How's it going? That's not generally how you would do that regardless.
No. But the process is difficult, and there are doubts about the response of the CDC and the legislature. We'll keep you updated on this story. Just as Jack says, it's a big mess out there. So that's a pretty big deal. But what they're trying to get across, I mean, you could totally miss by not seeing this, is that, yeah, it's a pretty big deal what is happening here. It is not routine, as the chief may be trying to, like, gaslight us into thinking.
Oh, you know, we just regularly quarantine the entire city.
As a goof. Just a test, just to see if we can, like that National Emergency Service alert that went out today. That really dates this episode. Conference room. I think there is someone inside.
It also dates it incorrectly.
Oh, was it yesterday?
Yes.
Okay. Don't mind me. You know, these days blend together at a certain point. Alright, more rooms to rifle through. Hey, it's Chris! Hey, Chris, Kathy and I are going to the dining area. Care to join us? Kathy's here, too. Sheesh, you guys, it's not my fault if you get caught. But we can't go out today. I'm sure they'll let us go. You're just like Kathy. You're very sanguine.
Red?
You have a point. As you guys are offering, I'll be glad to join you. I'm so glad to have more friends. People, for whatever reason, don't seem to like me at all. They say I'm abrasive. More bad friends, you mean? Being young really is a good thing. Come on, I'm already 23? She sounds unsure of it. I'm gonna do the math on that. Gets her fingers out. 1, 2. You're still plenty young. Then go ahead to the dining area. I'll finish up this file and head over, and we'll wait for you. What are you thinking? What are you thinking about?
I'm looking back in the chat for something from like way earlier.
Meg, that's my desk. What are you doing? Hee, don't mind me. Oh, I'm sorry. And the first floor is a floor that you're not supposed to come down to. I'm sorry, I knew that. I just had an errand to rifle through all your belongings.
Oh, there it is.
All right.
Yeah.
Just be careful and stay out of trouble.
Video Game Kings said that way earlier when we picked up that license, said according to that license, Meg is around 25 years old.
23, apparently. So close.
The fake license. She's still legal, she just got a fake license.
She got scammed. She thought it was legit. She thought the DMV was the back alley where some like 13-year-old has like a photocopier.
I was thinking like she could still legally like, you know, buy alcohol and stuff, but she got a fake license just because it'd be funny.
For the bits. Healing jelly. Aren't you so glad we're rifling through all this shit and spending like 30, 40 minutes?
Yeah. Yeah, Video Game King does bring up a good point. It's a fake ID so you can rent a car.
More bathrooms. I have no need for that one. What about this one?
Oh, I thought you were at the woman's one. I have no need for that one, and then you go to the men's room and open it up.
Finally. Oh, the movement can be so sticky sometimes in this. It's getting caught on like the slightest edge.
How do I being exist? Asks. Oh, hey y'all, what'd I miss?
That's very hard to answer. Phew.
That was the only good one. That was the only good stall.
The rest of them are stinky. She doesn't even think about washing her hands this time. Doesn't even contemplate it. She doesn't even say, I should wash my hands. She's just committed now to this germ lifestyle. So these photorealistic textures they're using are kind of interesting. Interesting angle there.
For one very small portion of that.
Hold on, I gotta know.
Oh.
Okay, good. Thank God. I wanted to know. I didn't want to see it. I want to see the game. I want to see the developers' thoughts. That you don't look at me like that. Don't scoff disapprovingly at me. I'm just testing the features in this game. Stairs just for employees. If only we were an employee. Kathy's waiting for me in the dining area. I have no need to go upstairs. I'm gonna be in the kitchen. Doesn't open. Doesn't open even with this card. I wonder if it's sealed off. Alright, here we go. Security office. I wonder who's gonna be in here. Probably no one. What the hell are you doing here? What do you mean, what? This is lucky? You have got to be kidding. Huh? No, I was asking what you were doing on this floor. I'm breathing. Do you have a problem with that? What did Robert see in this woman? Can I go now? Fine, do as you wish. But for normal researchers, this floor is off limits, right? Can't understand how she thinks.
This is the first floor, right?
Yes.
Like the floor you would go into if you were entering the building.
She was right. Am I lucky? Thanks. You're a better guy than I thought. Thanks for the compliments. I have no clue how much of that was true. Little stilted, some of these conversations. I don't know about you, but...
Alright, let me ask you. Should I go get the normal energy drink or the big one?
Well, we're nearing 2 hours in. We have not even reached the 1/3 point of this game.
The big one? Are we doing this in one go, or...?
That's up to you. That's entirely up to you. You know, instead of getting an energy drink, you could get some one of the food options here at the diner, including hamburgers, Italian, Chinese, salad jelly, or drink.
That's implying that the healing jelly is, like, orally applied.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ah, my leg, it's got this huge gash on it. Time for a salad!
Yeah, I guess the alternative is that it's a topical salad.
You just have to get the topical salad! That's a Seinfeld reference. You're late, Meg. Was the tour fun? Sorry to keep you waiting, but there's nothing much here. It's about normal for a lab. That reminds me, I invited Chris. She's not here yet. I'll go look for her. Really? Can you? That would be great. So, we already talked to Chris and invited her down here, but we still have to go back. Even if you try to sequence break in this game, it's so rigid, the sequence of events here, that you don't have a choice in the matter. Meg! Oh, Chris, I was just about to go look for you. Sorry to keep you waiting. But yeah, Meg, there's a phone call for you. For me? I wonder if it's Jack.
That's some lady. She's talking about 7-something.
Well, the caller didn't get a name,
actually,
but it was a female voice. Female? I have no idea. I don't know any ladies. Thanks. I guess I'll answer it. Phone in the office closest to the lobby. I kept her on hold. Thanks. Office, right?
Can you put Sadako on hold?
I don't think it's
Will
Sadako.
she wait?
She's very patient. She's got nothing but time.
Is it Sadako? Is that the correct pronunciation?
Sadako, yes. Okay. Sadako Yamamura. Samara!
Yeah, that's the correct pronunciation.
This is the phone? Yeah. Yeah, Meg. Yeah, it is.
How does it work?
Hello? Hello? Who is this? I've had enough.
Video games.
Can it be? You want me to play that game again? I mean, the phone didn't say anything. You've got to be kidding. We didn't even go over to the computer. We're just getting warped right in. Here again. It's where I left the game last time. Double checking. Video Game King has a comment. Would you mind reading that for me while I gather my bearings?
Okay, hold on. Meg is 23. She's working at the CDC. That means she probably doesn't have a medical degree. Otherwise, she'd have to do a residency or get a graduate or doctoral degree, which you definitely wouldn't be able to do by 23.
Yeah, that
maybe
maybe she's really smart. Just kidding.
Yeah.
So they spawned some new enemies behind us, which I'm gonna see if that means there's also like new items behind us that we can collect. The answer is probably no. Which means this is a huge waste of everyone's time, me doing this, but... Yeah, you know, fuck it, let's just go back. I didn't mean to go in that direction, but... Oh! Big gorilla. And he is warped halfway across the room to grab us.
Sweet move.
This is how you dodge.
Go up the ladder. Oh, never mind. I thought you managed the backwards bunny hop into a ladder.
No, unfortunately not.
I am going to go get that drink. So I will treat this as a radio drama.
Okay, very good.
Try to understand what's going on through hearing it.
Oh, I keep going the wrong way. Again, these hallways, very easy to get lost in. And they all look almost identical to one another. This is the right way. You know, I'm almost reticent to say it, but, you know, this is the Bad Game Hall of Fame stream. We are streaming pretty frequently now, these days. Doing some of these playthroughs during the theme nights on Saturdays. In fact, if we have another idea for the theme night for this Saturday, keeping it in the horror theme of October, we definitely want to tune in for that. But, you know, consider, if you might, subscribing to the Bad Game Hall of Fame on Twitch. We'll keep putting these out.
Chill.
Yeah. I should note, as a bit of bookkeeping, that I'll be out of town this coming Saturday, and so Sharky might be picking up the slack with a very special stream that they'd be leading on their own. Potentially bring some guests along. The door might open if I break it. I wonder if it will open with a shot from a powerful weapon. Get the Magnum. Start by looking for a weapon. Alright, which of these rooms? The only room we haven't been in this hallway. Wait, there's actually just another door at the end of it. But this is the room where we need to be, I think. I was incorrect. Alright, this is the room where we shot the gorilla that came out of the locker, right? Well, there's new enemies in here now, so...
Yeah, I think that's the room. I'm still downstairs. I'm just going to say I think this is the room.
Oh, very good. Not even looking at the screen, just...
Yeah. Like I said, I'm paying attention to how it sounds.
This sounds like the room that we might want to be in.
Yeah, the acoustics of your footsteps.
Let's get out of here. Alright, it's not going to be the microscope room, is it? This is the thing, you don't get any sort of direction about... We haven't really talked about the game design of this much yet, so we should probably start to get into that. To say that, you know... This is definitely lacking in some ways. That the direction, that like the sense of where you need to go, is almost never there. Even when they like name a room by name, like identifying that room, knowing where that room is. I mean, what clues do you really have as to that sort of stuff? I could see an enemy when we walked into this room. Let's try walking. Oh, that got their attention.
Oh, that sounds like an enemy. That sounds like you just got hit by an enemy.
Bad. Normal. Let's reload. We're no longer in arm hurting mode, as Wild Weasel put it. So, as far as like the combat goes, it's pretty standard survival horror stuff. Albeit, made clunkier by the fact that enemies can, like, jump across the room to grab you. Like, even if they're, like, off-camera, they can leap the entire length of a room in a single bound if they're in the mood for it. Especially those big guys. They are especially brutal in that way. There's also a lot of enemies that there's no way you can know they're coming. Like, they'll fall from the ceiling. And there's, like, this no warning for that. Shotgun.
Bouncing very precariously, it looked like.
And spinning, so it's like, you know, like you spin a dime and you just like watch it go, and whoever spun it must have got a really good turn on it. I'm king of the world. This is the only time in this entire game where the puzzle is to push an object and climb it, like this. Again, I theorize they expected to do more with that, and then just didn't. Or cut out parts of the game where they did that. It's a shotgun. With this, I can open that broken door.
Yeah, once they realized that they were going to make this about the ring, they had to pivot, and pushing puzzles were not going to fit in the ring.
I want to try shooting this with her devious smile and her goofy-ass sunglasses. But I don't think I should use it until I break that door. So what the game is doing here is saying you need the shotgun to blow open the door, which is actually novel. They use like shotgun as a breaching weapon, as a breaching tool. But they're saying this like, if you run out of ammo here, before you use it to blast open that door, you're fucked. That's alright, because I don't think there's any enemies from between here and there.
Video Game King says that in this particular, mode of play, Meg is gender swap drill.
I can see it. It'll open if I shoot it with a powerful weapon. It'll open if I shoot it with a powerful weapon. It's broken. Now I can go in.
Considering you shot it once and it didn't work...
I was too close. I was clipping the gun inside of it.
So it is possible to soft lock yourself then?
Yes.
Oh, no more. Oh wait, I thought you were out.
Wait.
Did that just not hit him at all?
Yeah, because I was inside the door, you see.
That's what I thought. That was my hunch.
Really great clipping in this game. Really great collision detection. Meg, please don't die. These are dangerous streets we're in right now. In fact, let me quick save. I know I can't rewind, but I'll at least quick save. Look at that limp. Look at her go. So, I want to be clear about another thing. Oh, hold on. Let me kill this enemy first. Like, for anyone who's curious, no, these monsters don't appear in Loop, the book. Just to be very clear about that. The idea of monsters other than Sadako herself in this universe is completely unique to this game, let's say. And again, my theory about that is that in a previous version of this game, perhaps the time travel one, that I think there was supposed to be a, like, de-evolution virus, is my theory, piecing together the pieces of, like, this plot with the screenshots that exist of what looks like a time travel chamber from that one company that was contracted to do, like, stage design stuff. I think that's where this game was intended to go, is that you go, like, forward in time or backwards in time to a point in time where people are devolving into these monsters, hence the apes. You know what I mean? Like, they're devolving, they're going back, like, 100, or, not 100, I almost said 100 years back when we were monkeys.
Yeah.
A little tipsy.
Society was different back then.
So, tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of years ago, would be the idea that we're reverting to those forms.
So I'm concerned about a little something here.
Yes.
Which is that this ice cream sandwich I just had tasted like weed for some reason.
Oh no.
Don't know why. It's definitely not an edible, because A, I don't use that, and B, this is Bluebell ice cream.
Bluebell's going to the blue hells. I wonder if I just swipe the card here. Again, Meg demonstrating she does not understand how card swipes work, so it opened. Yeah, Meg! Yeah, and if there's nothing in this room, all of my work is for naught. Through the fucking door. Beam Splash said Meg was actually an ape when Robert met her. Up we go! Oh, hello! Almost no chance to react to that, but... First floor. Let's just keep going up.
Alright, I need to throw away the wrapper on this.
No good. Doesn't open. Wonder if it's sealed off. To the third floor. Doesn't open. Sealed off. But hey, healing jelly. So worth it. Alright, so we need to go to the first floor. And are you back in front of the computer? I'm gonna take that as a no. Well, they'll see it when they see it.
Yeah, I'll see it when I see it.
Okay.
I was going to say no, but the TV is on extremely loud downstairs.
So here we are, first floor of this strange hellscape land.
This is where I thought you were. I was actually going to ask earlier, like, if this was supposed to be the CDC.
Yep.
Because I can't recognize like any of these hallways.
Yeah,
this one I recognize more.
If things were a bit more distinctive, yes, it'd be easy to recognize. But yes, this is a nightmare version of the CDC. We are realizing that nice and early here. The game will not acknowledge this for a while.
So this is basically like Robert had his computer. So it's basically like making a Doom wad of your own office.
Yeah. Oh. So enemies may have noticed come through the doors sometimes while you're like whatever, when you're like mid-action or like in the other corner of the room. Enemies will silently come through the door. That's an idea. That's a novel concept. They should have it like more audible, that the doors are opening, closing, slamming, so on and so forth. But it's doing a few neat things with regards to like scares, right? It's supposed to catching you off guard. Like, you know,
I noticed they've started like having little cutscenes where it goes like up to the thing's face when it screams.
Yes, that too.
Which feels cute. It feels like it's trying to do a jump scare. What was that game we were playing yesterday that felt charming in how it was trying to do a jump scare? Silver Chains.
Oh yeah! That was one we played in the Discord yesterday.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever going to show up like on a Twitch stream thing. But it was trying. Gosh, it was trying.
There's a puzzle there. We need a key to turn on that generator and bring power back to this place. So hopefully there'll be some something that lets us do that soon, so we can stop stumbling in the fucking dark. Turn the lights on in this place. Splat. So no control during that. No ability to pull up my gun any earlier than I did. That's just force damage that you take, which is the dark side of these scripted scares, in that you cannot defend yourself against certain attacks. As I alluded to, there will come times where enemies will drop from the ceiling, and that's just it. You just can't do anything about it. Even if you see them from a mile away, you can't hit them until they drop down, because Meg can't aim any higher than this. So you know
what I just realized when I saw that Grimbeard video on this game, that when like an enemy hit her and it went like,
yeah.
I thought that was an edit at first.
No, that's just the sound effect for getting hit in this game, and also the main menu, and also at all the other options menus sound effect. It will open if I shoot with a powerful weapon. It's not the shotgun.
Ammo left?
No, I have plenty of shotgun ammo, but it's not the shotgun. We're actually going to come back to this later in the game when we have an even more powerful weapon. But let's see what happens if we do it here.
So you're even going to acknowledge that it's not powerful enough, or
is this weapon the wrong one?
Okay.
Which is strange to say, like, there's only one type of weapon that could possibly open a door, or this given door. This is the wrong weapon. It's the wrong key for this door. The 12 gauge I fired into it was the wrong.
It was the most powerful. You can only be opened by the most powerful gun known to man, the Desert Eagle. Did you ever have a phase as a kid who obviously played Counter-Strike where you thought like the Desert Eagle is the best gun?
Yeah. Yeah, I certainly knew that. I may or may not have been that at some point. And now, of course, I know the true gun gospel that the Desert Eagle is the dumbest, most impractical gun ever made. But it took years to learn that. Anything in here? Nothing.
I feel like I'm about to answer my own question by saying it out loud, but I wonder if Forgotten Weapons, the YouTube channel's ever done anything on the Desert Eagle. I would listen to that guy talk about it.
Yeah, I feel like Ian's probably covered it at some point. Might as well save while we're here.
And it's hardly a forgotten weapon.
No, it still pops up all the time in movies and stuff. But he did a video on the Pinkcore jackhammer, which is that ultra weird looking shotgun that was just like a movie prop, but then started appearing in games because people thought this looked like a cool, like, cinematic looking gun. Know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, of course, the classic video is the Zip 22.
Oh, yes, absolutely. The greatest handgun ever made.
Has that ever been in a video game?
God, I wish.
I feel like there's a wiki for guns and what games they've appeared
IMFDB,
in, I think.
The Internet Movie Firearms Database, but it also happens to cover video games. Oh, Louis PSC says that the Zip 22 is in Cruelty Squad. Oh, don't surprise me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Wild Weasel also adds that it got handed to hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades.
Oh yeah, that game has goofy-ass guns in it. What does this dude
with
doing?
An optional 100-round drum magazine.
This dude's gesture, I don't know if I appreciate this. Why are you just standing there, watching me do this? Help me out. No!
Yeah,
no!
Who's the weirder one here? The guy doing it or the person standing there just watching him do it?
Help, if it's anything that I can do. It doesn't matter if you can or can't. If we don't both make it in time, we both die. If we die, we don't make it. What in the world is going on? The gas spray will start in 10 minutes. We can't stop the spray unless we restore the power. 15 minutes at the most. If we don't do something, we'll all die before the virus. Gas spray? Why is such a thing? It was a plan to get rid of them. But a huge monkey appeared and ran off with a power key for the electrical room. If they did it knowing what would happen, it means they are pretty intelligent. I'm appalled. We're gonna die from a gas made to defeat enemies. Then I need to find a huge monkey with a key and restore power in the electrical room? You're rather
What is this, Donkey Kong?
You know, you're pretty amazing. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Hurry, find the monkey, restore the power. I know I'm repetitive, but we can't last more than 15 minutes. And the code to restore power is 1951. Yeah, we read the note, dude. Got it. Turn the power key, then 1951. Sheesh, this game really makes me work. Did you say something? No, nothing. I don't want to die, so I'll find the monkey within 15 minutes. How many times do I have to say that a week? Take it you'll look as well? Of course, even though I'm counting on you. Don't aim the gun at us, douchebag. Anyway, we have a timer now. Oh, I'm also out of flashlight. Let's go ahead and pop one of these babies in.
Zip 22 was also in Phantom Forces apparently, which is a Roblox game.
Sure, I knew that.
That was we bonded over Roblox. You know, that was like the first time we really
well, you said it without any context, and people are going to be like, what the fuck are they talking about? Can you please explain that while I do things in this game?
Do you think the context helps or hurts?
I think the context is very funny, so I think it's worth sharing.
So, it was in the server, and I had been there for a while, but you, just got onto the
voice chat.
Hang room with the voice chat in there to show off some Roblox game that was kind of going around at the time.
Roblox that is has super realistic graphics, or like Call of Duty style presentation.
It is a very convincing Call of Duty knockoff, down to the graphics. And I was just like, does that thing let me just jump in? So I jumped in. We played some of that for a while. And then you're like, what else is on Roblox? And you found this thing that was emo band simulator.
An emo band in your garage simulator.
Right. And for whatever reason, we both ended up just playing that. For most of the night.
For way too long.
And the way that game worked was your band was made up of people on your friends list, and you actually had people on your friends list for some reason. It's not your first rodeo in Roblox.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But you were the only person on my friend list because I just installed that thing to play that shooter game. So my entire band was just a bunch of casts, and everyone working in the back was just a bunch of casts. And I ended up changing the name of the band to the Cast Machine.
Which is a really good way to get like quick brownie points with me. And so it's stroke my ego and I'll be your friend. Yeah. Then I went back to that game like a few months ago just to check the progress and remembered all my data and whatnot, so that was nice.
Yeah. Yeah, the goal of that game was to get like what, $5 million to earn the right to talk to your father.
Yeah, to get his approval. So you saw that guy fall from the ceiling, right? There's nothing I could do about that.
Yeah.
Now, mercifully, I know where we need to go, but this is a situation where if the first room you happen to walk into was that one that starts the timer, and they don't give you any direction of where that monkey is, right? And I still don't know exactly where that monkey is, so I'm going to be guessing here. I have to check, like, several rooms. I know it's on this floor at the very least. It's not on the floor that you just recently opened up and started exploring. It's somewhere here. Jeez, come on! Alright, he missed that one. He whiffed. Well, now I'm fucked.
Well, when's the last time you dropped a save?
Okay, we're only normal. We're actually fine. And I do have healing items still. Let's hope the shotgun will actually hit.
I'm gonna guess no. Jesus. Alright, well, thank God it actually did.
It actually worked. That is something of a small miracle for us. Yeah, that's the way you die in this game.
The only thing in that room was pain. Up.
Got a headshot. We are injured though, so I gotta use another healing jelly, I guess. That's you go ahead.
When's the last time you like put a quick save down?
In the office. In this reality.
All right.
I think I might be crazy, but I might be going all the way back to the start. Maybe it's the breeding room.
It's not a good name for a room.
No, it really isn't. Or maybe it's the best name for the room, you know? Go upstairs?
Yeah, this right here, this is the breeding room. It's where I keep all my books. I don't know how to read, hence the name of the room.
Yeah, it was a typo, but I couldn't flag it at the time. Anyone here?
Yeah, what? God, that must be the most awkward PA announcement at the CDC if you get called to the breeding room.
Meg, you're needed in the breeding room. I repeat, Meg, breeding room. One more time for good measure. Meg, breeding room.
Meg Rainman, 23 years old, needed in breeding room now.
It's not over here.
This message will be repeated on Facebook for your convenience.
Hey, what's it like working at the CDC? Oh, you know, it has its ups and downs.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, another enemy spawned right there. Luckily, they can't go through the door. So.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Get drink spilling out.
Uh-oh. Probably take care of that. Mm-hmm. I'll just keep killing monsters and drinking on my end. Oh, look at that guy. Oh, I should probably step outside of the door.
That guy?
Blue meanie. Oh no!
Whoosh.
Meg! No! Shit! Okay, we're good. He didn't know to take the extra step forward, so... Anybody here? Oh, enemy came through the door when we walked away from it. Also, look at the shadows here. It's certainly a style of lighting. Video Game King asks, why is that exit sign the only thing in this reality to have not degraded? They have their own batteries. They have their own internal batteries, so even in the event of a power outage, they continue to remain lit up.
Tell you to paint a picture of your words about those shadows while I clean this cherry limeade off my...
Oh, just a blob. It was just like a blob on the floor. You know how it is.
Like that blob right there?
Yeah, yes. Cone, if you will. Remember the Coneheads movie? I'm just free word associating right now. Yeah, don't mind me.
Remember it existing. I remember kind of watching the Elf movie. I was very, very, very young. I was taking a visit to Chicago, and I was at a friend's of my folks' house. The Elf movie was on, and I was watching it, and it went to commercial. And I was very distraught because it went right before it went to commercial. Alf was captured by the government or something, and my parents' friends assured me that nothing bad would happen to Alf, because I had to leave and I wouldn't get to see the end of the movie.
Aww.
They were very considerate to this dumb 6-year-old.
Good for them. You know what movie sucks that I really enjoyed as a kid? Maybe it doesn't suck. Maybe it holds up. Who knows? I haven't seen it. I'm probably not going to see it ever again. But The Stupids. The Stupids movie based on the books. Based on the children's book, The Stupids.
I feel like that was... I had the opportunity to watch that very recently, but I had to dip out. It was like a movie night with the group I was in. Yeah, we definitely had that as a movie night, but I couldn't show up to that one.
I want to check something, by the way. Map. That I is not an indication of where we need to go. That I is where we found a file previously, and if we interact with it, it reads the note back to us. But I want to look back at my own article to figure out where the fuck I need to go right now, because we're running out of time if we don't.
Did you actually write down in the article where you need to...
Yes. The names of the monkeys are Uzaru, by the way. That's what I was trying to remember, though, earlier.
Oh, isn't that the final form of Goku in Dragon Ball Evolution?
Yes. Breeding room. So it was the breeding room. I said the breeding room, then I did not actually go to the breeding room. But it is the breeding room that we need to go to. Glad I wrote that down. Good job, past me. Good job, writer Cass.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Alright, breeding. We'll come back to writing at some point. This is more fun. Despite this game. This game is fun. I like this game. Is it the most mechanically sound? No. Is the narrative, cohesive or, interesting? Is it scary? No, none of the above. But, it's goofy, and that counts for a lot. Why wasn't my gun coming out? Meg! Meg! Quick save again.
Since the way I started that story about Chicago made it seem like it'd be my Joker origin story. How? I'm wondering where in that story.
Key. Emergency power key taken. This is the monkey with the key? There are limits on tricks to play, you know. Anyway, this is the key. I have to hurry back to the electrical room. Time is still ticking while we're in that dialogue, by the way. Time never stops ticking in this.
Does it say ticking in the item box or the pause menu, or...?
Probably.
Well, we'll find out in a moment. Nope, it does pause. Henchman Meow says there's something about bad survival horror that makes it very endearing.
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely. Wouldn't trade it for the world. Alright, now I just gotta go back up and punch the power in. What was that code again? Just kidding, I know it. Quizzing you.
1951.
Yes,
the year
very
this
good.
scene takes place.
I'm just gonna start running past enemies at this point, by the way, because there really is no point in fighting them, and if they stun lock you, you're fucked. So
There have been some horror games I've been thinking about doing, or either doing on my own when I'm doing the solo thing this month, or suggesting to do, but I'm hesitant on because I know some people actually like those games.
oh, I don't care. Let's make enemies.
Okay.
This must be the electrical room.
So I was thinking of Ao Oni.
I don't remember that one offhand.
I feel like it's had a little bit of a resurgence lately because at least I've seen videos get recommended on it. But it is a RPG Maker horror game where you're in a house and your friends are all getting killed off by this giant blue monster.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that thing's fucking stupid. Go for it. The power in the lab has been restored.
I might have to put my secret sauce on it if I do it.
Hey, you notice anything in this frame?
Cool sunglasses.
Left. That's a genuine, that they snuck that in. You could miss that. I mean, then they do this shot here, and it's kind of a bit more obvious. This sound seems alright, looks like we're saved. In any case, I'm getting more and more used to this game. As silly as that sounds. Who is it? A girl disappeared? Who was that girl? This gives me a bad feeling. Oh well, but the fact the power is back, I could probably go back from the capsule. I guess I can head that way. Now we have to go all the way back to the fucking start.
Oh, one other thing that might keep me from doing Ao Oni. Sucks to play.
Yeah, I mean...
I hate playing that thing. I did a LP on it back in the day where people did LPs.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that time.
Hey, I feel like I can admit this story.
Alright.
This is a confession right here.
I got another confession to make. I LP'd.
Yeah, so that's part one, is I used to do Let's Plays back when that was like a Something Awful Forum thing. And I had a thread that was like horror games, specifically like kind of like indie horror games, so not Resident Evil stuff. And I did Ao Oni for that. And I hated playing it so much because like the monsters like chase and charge you and stuff. Like you have to be very specific about outrunning them because you have to like juke them around things. And if you get touched, it is an instant game over and you have to reload your save. And if you play it normally, it takes fucking forever. So what I ended up doing for that LP was there is when you enter your name at the start of the game, it doesn't show up on the inventory menu that RPG Maker uses, but that's how you enter cheats. So I entered a never die cheat. I was just invincible. So anytime I got chased, I would either do the chase correctly or at least get out of the room and then cut the video and cut back to when the chase was over. Because I was mainly cutting those things, even if I was playing it normally, it would suck to have to watch me escape all the goddamn time, because those escapes take forever. But I was using that as an opportunity to be like, okay, when the monster chases me, as long as I get out of the room, I'll cut the footage here, and then so no one can see the fact that I'm not dying. So I was cheating throughout that entire run, just creatively cutting around things so you didn't notice it.
Hey, sparing people's time, that's what matters.
Yeah.
Speaking of sparing time, I came out of the game, back into the real world. There was ellipses here. I pressed A, more ellipses. Will there be more ellipses when we press A again? Yes!
Yep.
The office. Looks like I got back safely. I have a splitting headache. I'm getting sucked into the game more and more. This is the pits.
I will say, though, now that I've thrown that out there that I cheated in one of my LPs, I did not cheat on my Silver Surfer LP. The no-hit run thing, I did every single level. Single segment style, I did save state between like major levels, but I did actually play that game until I could do it without getting hit.
We just found another file that said the emergency code is 1951 here. Seems unnecessary, because we already activated the power in the other world. Surely we won't have to activate the power here in this reality. I say knowingly.
People in chat are reminiscing about screenshot LPs. Screenshot LPs ruled.
They had their moment in the sun.
Yeah. I fucking miss... God, not to get too nostalgic about something awful, but...
The dangerous game, yeah.
Yeah. But, like... I think it was, like, Oyster did screenshot LPs of Mega Man. If I remember correctly.
Sure.
Which, what a great concept. Doing screenshot LPs of an action game.
Platformer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we are gonna have a big scene here.
Right.
Oh, here she is. Hey Meg, you took a long time. Was it a phone call from your boyfriend? I'm sorry to keep you waiting, but the phone call wasn't him. He's dead, remember? You bitch. You insensitive fucking... Right, Chris? Yeah, the call was from a woman. Was it your girlfriend?
She's
Really?
also dead from the same cause, but that was like 2 years ago, so I'm over it.
For that, you sure took a long time. Anyway, Kathy, continuing with the story. Oh, about the underground? It's fine, it's not like I'm doing something bad. But if such an unfounded rumor gets into the chief's ears, I don't know what he'll say. Huh? What's the underground? This lab has a basement as well? Yeah, the basement that was quarantined, that you got told that's off limits. You're interested too, right, Meg? Yeah, apparently the basement of this place is creepy. Kathy, come on. And they say that people who got infected with the virus get hospitalized in the basement. People infected with a virus? Isn't that, like, human testing? Yeah, you think
this
so too?
This is the CDC!
You're casting some awful dispersions on the CDC. I'm surprised they didn't sue. That's why the chief is keeping it a secret. You have to have a level 2 card to get in. And he gets mad, and he says he doesn't know if you ask. Where did that rumor come from? I'm not so sure.
Why would they be doing researches on viruses here, at the Center for Disease Control?
It is a mystery.
Something doesn't add up.
The security guard apparently saw a weird 8mm film, and then he started acting more and more insane every day, and one day disappeared into thin air.
It says, just another day at CDC High. This really does feel like a high school thing.
Wait a minute, what was that about people who got infected with a virus? Just keep listening. When the guy started acting funny, they took blood samples and did a physical exam, and found some weird virus. Right afterwards, the security guard disappeared, and a few days later, rumors have it, he quit. The 8mm film has nothing to do with the virus, right? Why did such a weird story start? So you think, right? That was when the weird rumors started. There was an incident in which a virus was created from a video in Japan. The name of the virus was... Ring. Hey, Meg! Are you listening? Rude. Oh, yes,
sorry, I was bored.
I didn't believe any of those rumors at all, but... What? But what? Robert said he went underground to investigate. You're kidding, right? It's not a joke, Meg. Not everything's a joke. That's why I didn't want to talk about this. I'm sorry, but aren't you worried about it? Hee
I love how the first letter in hee is never capitalized, even if it's the start of a sentence.
Hee I'm waiting for you. Underground? Huh? Well, you can forget what I just said. I'm sorry, Meg. Clearly you got other things on your mind right now. It becomes a rumor because we don't know why. That's preaching the gospel right there.
Wise
anyway,
words.
It's a silly story, so don't worry about it. I'm gonna worry about it. I'm gonna worry about this shit all day now. Ooh, we can go to the kitchen. Make ourselves a meal.
Well, this whole thing started because of Nicolas Cage film.
Boo.
8mm.
Boo. Man, these are some empty fridges for presumably a cafeteria that would feed an entire staff's worth of people.
So the only one she can open is the empty one. It's the empty ones. Which is the same thing that happened to those desks, like, earlier, like, way earlier. Remember, I have not opened all of these desks now. None of them opened. The only one you could open was the first one, where it was empty.
Yeah, there's a reason for that. Not a good reason, but there's a reason? In terms of design?
Is it that in the other world, those have stuff in them?
It has something to do with that, yes. Something along those lines. Healing jelly. You had to steal keys off the wall here, unfortunately. Which way do I want to go? This way.
It says like the rest of the staff are like desperately locking everything in the building because they know Meg's here now.
Yeah, it's just... Alright, she's back from playing her fucking video games, so...
What does her playing a video game look like to everyone else in here? I know she's been alone every time she does it.
Just sleeping on the job, dozing off. Under there. I just want to check that conference room. Oh, it's open this time. Found another important file. Upon autopsy of said corpse, it was confirmed that the virus was not smallpox. It is clearly something different. However, it will take at least 2 more days to confirm that this is what we have been searching for. The virus is currently being cultivated. An official report will be written about once that is completed. That is all. Hinting at a larger conspiracy at foot here. Turn on that TV. Louis PSC says big pox. Ring pox.
Hasn't smallpox been eradicated?
Yeah.
Yeah, so big pox is coming to take revenge.
Finally, it's like coming back to an old friend hearing the song again. It would be bad if I bumped into the chief. I didn't think we can go into this room before. Wait, hold on. There was an actual comment. A fondness for fine arts?
Wouldn't know what that's like.
Research notes concerning the virus. The virus has been confirmed from the corpse which we recently started analyzing. Sadly, the virus found was smallpox, believed to be extinct, different from the virus that we have been eagerly researching for. From the investigation, we confirmed date of death. It looks like we must say that what was on the report was true. That's conflicting information with what we just read. Is this the Chief's favorite style? Not bad. An expensive-looking sofa. You'd probably sleep well on it.
Let's find out.
I don't know if I'm supposed to be on this floor or back down stairs and looking for the way down to the underground. But I think we... Hold on, can we go into the reference room again? We sure can.
Off limits, huh? Well, this door's not locked.
I mean, granted, I'm opening with a key right now, but... Nope, doesn't
Not locked.
Doesn't move. What in the world was Robert researching in this room? That's a different comment from the other ones. You may have noticed. Nope, doesn't open. So Meg just didn't want to open that last drawer. There was nothing stopping her, she just didn't feel like it for now. Bear that point in mind for later. Remember Timothy, the old doctor?
Yeah, now I do.
Yeah, he's just gone.
Oh.
We're never gonna see him again.
What about, Flanders? Guy whose name I don't actually remember.
We do see him again. Was this the level 2 door that we couldn't open earlier? Is this just gonna be a generic lab? No, okay, good. So I was on the right track. We have to go downstairs, but I'm checking out the upstairs first. No good, it doesn't open. I wonder if it's sealed off. Weird music for that thing we couldn't access, but that won't come into play later. And monster on the stairs. So I can go underground from here. Robert, I will make sure the reason is clear and obvious. Just to make sure it connects to the... Yeah, so we could have gone from there. Okay.
Now there's a monster. Oh, sounds like there's gonna be a monster. What the fuck?
It certainly sounds like it. This song is 30 seconds long, so it loops. Oh, it's not gonna play here. This music is slightly different. But that song's gonna come back.
That was some bottom stairs music. Okay.
So every time that music loads in, we're gonna get that stinger to make it sound like every door opening is the most ominous door in existence. Ooh, healing jelly. Anything else I can see in here to kill another 20 seconds or so? Oh, well, it's gonna reset the music anyway, but...
So when it loops, I assume it loops from the stinger?
Yes. I'm sequentially saving so we can see how much time we have between each. 2 hours, 31 minutes. Yeah, that about parses. Radio!
Radio!
I'd say we're about the halfway point now, by the way. Bathroom! It's gonna open all these doors, see if anyone's taking a pee. More importantly, see if there's any items I can pick up. No.
Would you want an item that you just found in the restroom?
Depends on the item, doesn't it? You found toilet paper square.
I gotta tell you, working in a toy store, if someone tells you, "Can you take care of something in the restroom?" There's worst fucking sentence
I only have 3 more days left to live. I'm locked up here and I'm going to die like a maggot. Wait, what's wrong with you? Meg, your bedside manner leaves a little bit to be desired. 3 more days. And I'm going to die. What are you saying? A back room. I'm sure it feels good in there. Alex isn't coming back either. I wonder what kind of place it is. She's acting strange. Are you alright? I know I have to bring flowers! Wait for it.
Flowers!
I can live together with Alex.
Magic Meows is begging us to stop. Or more accurately, say it might be a good stopping point if it's about halfway mark 3 hours in.
Alright. We'll when it transitions back to the other world, I can live it together with Alex. It'd be lonely if we didn't at least have flowers. I'm not afraid to die.
I wish it happened every time you went to a new text box.
I could only live 7 days after I see that, but I don't want to go to that back room.
Oh, okay? Like the creepypasta.
You okay, lady?
Do they still call them creepypastas?
I probably, right? We're not going to get another music sting, unfortunately. At least not until we go into the next room. Ooh. That's the security office. Wait, is that security office? Who is security office?
Magic Meows also suggests this music sting for the Discord soundboard.
Oh, that's a good idea. I can do that. I have the MP3s. I have the whole soundtrack for this, so I can...
Yeah, that's a soundtrack, isn't it?
Yeah. This is baked into that track. Reading. Doesn't this room look familiar? Check that item box. Nada. So we probably should put some of these healing jellies in there.
I mean, I feel like this, considering there is no crossover between item boxes, between worlds, I feel like this implies you're going to get into some shit eventually.
That's a safe bet.
Here, right?
That's a reasonable assumption. Alright, let's check out another room.
Oh, I have an idea, but it'll have to wait. I'll run by it, stream stuff. I got October ideas now.
Can I talk to you for a minute?
After the stream, then I'll tell you. Oh, wait.
Yeah, as you can see, I'm more than bored. You seem well. Thanks to you guys. Well, I'm used to not doing anything. You don't look that way. Anyway, I had something I wanted to ask. Enough about your problems. Why did you come here? I don't know. Just that we had sick people in the neighborhood. They brought me here saying I was infected because I was friends with someone who was infected. Someone who was ill? Where is he now? He's dead. Horrible. Horrible death.
I could feel you trying to find where the best place to pause was going to be.
Yeah, I didn't have it timed perfectly, unfortunately. I don't want to be reminded of it. I have more questions for you. I'm sorry. It's alright. I'm sure I'm going to die just like him anyway. That's not true! Huh? No, I'm not being pessimistic. I've been happy for all these years. But the look on his face when he died was horribly painful. Did he look that painful when he passed away? Yeah, it was pretty horrible. I really don't appreciate you reminding me of it, but... I'm sorry, but I'm a little tired. I'm going to rest now.
I mean, I want to trade war stories. I've been through the same thing. You said horrible, painful? Right?
Endless suffering? Grimacing in pain? Saying, why, God, why? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't notice. No, I'm sorry. There is a patient in this bed.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh. I can see why.
Yeah?
Face collapsitis.
It's the most brutal killer. Right? So another interesting thing is that all these NPCs that we're meeting that have like these unique outfits that aren't in like medical gowns or anything like that, they all have like file names that give them like unique names. So again, I think these are characters that were originally supposed to play a role in the original game's story, and then it's got repurposed as random patients here because they couldn't figure out like another use for them, another thing to do with them. Like this lady with the beret on. You would assume like she like had like some sort of story, you know? Do you have a minute? You want something? Yeah, I just had a question. I don't know anything. I was waiting for my moment of death. Waiting for your moment of death? I'm just an experiment sample, right? You don't have to hide it from me. Experiment sample? Anyway, it's almost time the chief shows up, right? Are you sure you should be here? Huh? What in the world? I really don't know anything. I'm just making it all up. You're being a little jumpy, so I thought that perhaps you snuck in here without permission. You're right. I just want to know what goes on in here. No good. There's no way we would know. We were just brought here merely because we were infected by a virus. I don't know anything else. I see. And where are you from? Doesn't matter. Anyway, the chief's eyes, they're not normal. You should be careful, too.
Do you think Meg masked up during 2020 at all?
Virus? The chief's eyes? Masking? Thank you for
the
warning.
Lockdown?
I'll be careful.
can't go to Walmart.
Can you spare minutes? What are you guys doing here? What are we doing? We're fucking patients, doofus. You're gonna treat us here, right? You were the ones that brought us here.
Read my name on the dialogue down there.
They were brought by people from this lab. I'm sorry, that was right. By the way, how is the treatment? I have nothing to say. Take us to the back soon. I have to go home. My kids are waiting for me. To the back? Huh? To the back corridor. There's an ICU over there, right? I heard that they won't let us in until 5 days after we got here. To me, it doesn't look so full that you have to make us all wait that long. To the back ICU after 5 days?
This is turning into a math problem.
And if 3 people get off the ICU and then 2 people get on, how many miles is it? You're right. I'll see if I can let you go in earlier. Hey, we're gonna be okay, right? We're not gonna die, right? What is she saying? Of course you're gonna be alright. Don't be silly. But a lab member of this place died recently too, right? I heard it was a rumor. But Robert, who came here often, doesn't come here at all anymore. Isn't Robert the one that died? Robert was here! Oh, I love Robert! Let's talk about Robert! Hey, are you listening? Bring Robert
Sorry, I don't know who you're talking about, sorry.
I want to talk to him like before! Please!
He was my boyfriend!
Next time, I'll bring him with me. Really? Thank you. I was slightly worried because I'm going back there soon. There are rumors that you die after 7 days. If Robert is alright, then I'll be alright here too. If Robert is alright? Don't you know he's dead? What do you mean if Robert's alright? Don't get mad at me. I just heard that from Robert. I'll be alright if he's alright. And he's alright because he shot a vaccine. Robert shot a vaccine? Like with a gun? Impossible. Impossible? Robert is fine, right? He's fine, right? What does this mean, Robert? What happened to you? Hey, are you listening? Robert's fine, right? Yes, he's fine. He's all right. Robert, tell me. Anyway, have you heard anything else from him? Meg, you're the fucking worst. Meg! Meg! Anything. You ask questions like that, Chief. I'm a patient. I haven't heard anything. The Chief? What do you mean, the Chief? Meg! The Chief asked you about Robert? What did he ask? Just shaking this lady, like just putting your big hands on her shoulders, like, tell me about the Chief, tell me about Robert. What is up with this? I just told him I want the same vaccine that he gave Robert. The Chief is hiding something. Yeah, Meg.
Imagine being at the hospital, and then Meg walks in, and you have to interact with this woman.
Like she's your nurse. Like you have to try to get medication from her. That just can't be.
You don't understand why she's there. You're just in the hospital. This woman walks in and has this conversation with you.
It just can't be, but the Chief. I'm sorry I got so excited. You helped me out a lot. Wait! Are we really alright? Did something happen to Robert? Yes. There's nothing wrong, I'm sure. I'm sure that you'll be alright. Don't worry and stay here. Wait to die like the cattle you are. Okay, then. How's this guy doing? At least he died with a smile on his face. Maybe. It's hard to tell. Same guy? Nope, same guy from before. Same guy? Different. Okay.
Are they asleep or dead? And if it's the latter, why are they still there?
People don't get down here too often, you know?
How many days have passed so far?
That's a good question.
Have days passed?
I would assume so? I want to make sure I talk to everyone, because I feel like I always, in my own playthroughs, end up missing, like, a couple people. I always forget to part the curtains, there's always, like... There's like a couple people who are hidden behind these. And the conversations are so interesting. And also, they're completely missable. You can absolutely proceed without having any of these incidental dialogues. And then you're missing out on, like, very precious context for, like, things that are happening in the game. But, you know, even if you see them, even if you experience them all, Meg won't act like she's ever experienced any of them. This is all Greek to Meg. Upper room.
I can proceed the next time we play this, the next stream where we finish this, and I'm just not going to remember what happened at all in this game.
Well, don't worry, you'll be in the same position as Meg then.
Yeah.
Hey, remember this?
Oh, yeah. Is it? God, please let there be a shotgun up there. Oh.
No, unfortunately.
I know
not.
you don't see a shotgun. I was hoping that you could still interact and get a shotgun.
No. Just they forgot to remove the flag for, like, the,
Yeah.
Alright, I've been putting it off, but this is where we need to be. The microscope room. Microscope! Footsteps?
I thought that was you turning around like, well, time to leave and fuck around some more.
I thought you were gonna say that the sound of Meg's own footsteps threw her off guard. Like, it's like,
oh
footsteps?
yeah, that could be that too.
Damn it, someone's coming. I have to hurry and hide somewhere. Is there someplace I can hide? I'll also hide behind this computer and be like, peekaboo!
I'll hide under the microscope. They will never find me unless they look through it.
Got a healing jelly. And turn off the lights. No use turning it off now. Oh, it'd help us hide. Alright, I'll do what the game wants me to do.
Nobody in here but us healing jellies.
I see, but that's even better news. That it is. Now I have complete control of it in the near future. But no virus has ever been this powerful. You can't make fun of magic in Asia.
They always say.
It's not magic. Hatred. Yes, it's a curse. A powerful one at that. One that was built up in a well for over 30 years. Oh, yes, I'm sorry. That's right.
What are y'all talking about out there? I missed that part.
Anyway, now the virus has been confirmed, controlling it is a matter of time. Yeah, we can't have nonsense like that failure last time. Well, that was useful in itself. Useful? Chief, then you did. You used it on them? Oh, I don't really know. Anyways, hurry up. We've come this far. It's only a little more. Oh, yes, I understand. I think I can finish in one more day. Yeah, I'm counting on you.
I don't think there's any context that would have made that flow of conversation make sense.
I think someone explained the magic in Asia line, and again in the comments of the article. In fact, I can bring that up. Those two, what are they doing? But if the chief is here now, I can have a quick look in his office. Meg always scheming, always thinking of ways to get herself in trouble. For now, I should hurry up and look in the chief's office. Okay. So this is a comment from Sad Color, who commented on the Ring Terror's Realm article that I penned. You're kind of right about the can't make fun of magic in Asia thing. For reference, that line is, they proceed to post the hiragana for it, which is like, the power of the magic of Asia is nothing to scoff at. Is like a more like, is a cleaner translation of that.
Yeah, I kind of figured that what they were trying to say was something along the lines of, like, it gets like, you can't argue with results, something like that.
Sure. Alright, we need to go up to the second floor to peep in the chief's office. Beam Splash says, the 7 magic you can't make fun of. It's number 1, Asia magic.
I had an idea for a YouTube video that I'm not going to make because I'm not a video editor. But, like, something like 57, NES video game secrets. Number 36 will give you kidney stones. And then number 36, like, probably start at 35 or whatever. So, did you know Super Mario 2 in Japan, so don't be panic. Number 30, number 36. And then it's just like a low humming noise and some whispers and like a video of like a pulsing colors and stuff. And then it says, enjoy your kidney stones, you're cursed. Number 37, did you know that?
We found a small key. It's also a 2-dimensional key, because it becomes completely flat. I guess that's pretty small. Small key taken. If I have this key, it looks like I can open many things. I remember there's a drawer that didn't open in the reference room. Anyway, I have to get out before the chief comes back. Alright, so we have a choice here. That we can wrap up now, or I can get a bunch of items before we wrap up.
I feel like maybe we wrap up. It is 10:02. Well, for me, it has been 3 hours.
Yeah, give or take.
Put it that way.
As long as I'm here, though. Wait, no, this wasn't even a locked one. I do have to find a save station. I guess we'll go back to the lab. Meg's lab, that is.
Also, as long as you remember where we left off in terms of like.
I'll be fine. Yeah, we'll be okay.
Oh, this can be one of the things I stream while you're gone. I'll pick up where you left off.
Yeah, good luck.
Let's be clear to people, that's like next week.
Yeah, it's coming weekend. Maybe we'll pick this up on Sunday. Sunday. I'll finish this while I'm still here, while I'm still in town. Magic Now is Carmen pointing out that, especially with how notably tolerant you are towards tank controls.
Yeah.
Frappe Fiasco, will Charky be using this channel? Yes, that is my hope.
Yeah.
Is that I'm going to get you set up, Charky, so that you're able to stream whenever you want to stream. But ideally, like right now, like the urgency of it is I'm going to be away this weekend.
Right.
And then also...
oh, not this weekend, but next week.
Next weekend. And then Saturday of the week after next.
So, to be clear to people, the 13th, the weekend of the 13th, and then on the 21st itself.
Yes, thank you.
And I am working on like ideas. I've got an idea for 14th that maybe not October related per se, but I think it's a fun one. And past that, I am probably going to be reaching out to people because I don't necessarily want to go solo. I feel like I work better with other folks.
As do I. I mean, granted, this stream started, the Bad Game Hall theme started with me doing solo stuff, but it's way more fun when I have Charky along, as it turns out. So I would like to continue doing it that way. But that'll wrap up this installment of the Ring Terror's Realm. We will come back to this and we will finish it, hopefully in the next sitting, next session of it. Maybe another 3 hours. But for now, that's all, folks. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being interested in the ring. The article's still up on the site. If you want to spoil everything for yourself, you can read it there and get everything there is to know, including the history of the Ring franchise in general, if you want to do catch-up and whatnot. Otherwise, we'll be back Saturday with a theme night, and then Sunday to probably finish this off. And, thanks for coming along, Charky. Thanks for suffering through this with me.
You're welcome.
I don't even hate this game. I like this game, actually. So.
We're gonna do a raid?
Oh, yes, that's a very good idea. Let's see who is streaming right now. What are you playing, Stardeuce? It just says retro. Oh, they might be playing Devil Daggers. Or Devil... They're playing something. And they're a friend, so that's
good enough.
Yes. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. We'll have more subscriber emotes and stuff next time too, hopefully, since we are continuing to gain the privilege of doing that stuff. So, but for now, bye.
Good night, everybody.